Good afternoon. We are going almost to the wrong tab because I defaulted to Sunday afternoons tab. Is that... please don't tell me you're being a piece of shit again. Okay, so for now it looks like the colours are fine. But yes, we're doing Cthulhu Saves Christmas once again. With a bit of luck it will just load in, as is to be expected, but as is so often not the way. Because, you know, shit don't like working, does it? Shit does not like working. Marvellous. It has actually just appeared. Now is probably the moment of truth as to whether there's any dodginess to the colour scheme. Certainly at the moment it looks fine, so it looks like it's hopefully holding together in some fashion at least. So, we were on the 28th day of Christmas Eve. So, let's carry on. 3 hours 33. I would expect maybe... two-ish hours left. I don't know why I'm that fast. It's just, you know, I figure it's relatively important to maybe consider quite how long it's going to take. I'm hoping it won't take 3 hours, essentially, as the crucial element. It would not be useful if it took longer. Hyperstrike is only weak physical damage. I'm sure there must have been a twist to that, but nonetheless. Oh, the Alien Bull has the tastiest green milk. I'm not milking that bull. I do not wish to milk your bull. No, sorry. Everybody wind. Everybody take wind. Wind in your face. Feel the wind on your heart. Arse. Yep, no, it went to arse. It might as well be arse. Oh, they've got a lot more health than I was expecting them to have. A lot more health than I was expecting. I suppose technically, although I've not fully been aware of it, all our values have been steadily increasing upon levelling up as well. It's just, I don't know, you suddenly spot sort of a couple of grand's worth of health, or however much it is now. Yeah, they had about maybe 1,200-ish, but it's still a bit of a sort of like, oh my. So poison would be effective, but probably best to poison those ones. So we'll use the bad egg to poison them, and then let's try... I don't really know, because she doesn't have a huge array of awesome options. Her ice attacks are quite good. More damage if user's HP is low, so I mean technically that would do shit tons surely, but oh, it actually really didn't do shit tons. It did enough. I suppose enough is just about enough. Madness. No, we don't specifically need madness. I don't really see the point of weak physical damage, but I suppose it's got to have a secondary effect. No, it is just apparently weak physical damage. Okay. I will bury you. I will bury you, sir. Bury you under my boots. Yes, that's what we like to see. Bash the alien bull in the middle. That's it. Ow. I appreciate not being earthed, please. What items did we have? 100 HP, next turn is hyper. It is anyway for him. Resist next hit. And chicken up. Of course, it's always chicken up time. I think maybe just twat him in the face. And then, oh yeah, of course you can only... It's not reusable. So... Okay, let's see what we have. Let's disarm a second bull. He has been disarmed with a great amount of aggression. Let's stun him as well. And now, fire damage. Yes, we'll do some fire damage there. With a bit of luck, that's in killable range for the toxin. Get him with the toxin. Okay, self-heal, chicken power. No, I think just mortar combat. Badoosh. And now, what do we think? I think you're going to have to just regen your abilities, because outside of that... ally damage might as well be Cthulhu, because we're going to take a bit of a pounding here. I say that, it was actually quite a pathetic amount of damage. But I think he had a earth coat, didn't he? Vulnerable, make him vulnerable, and then basically... Oh no, of course, she recharged. She rejiggered her power, so she's got ice strength back once again. One loosely assumes this dungeon might be slightly longer, considering the fact that there is the max level of battles has risen to 15, as opposed to having stuck at 10 with all the previous ones. Oh my, a fire squirrel. You always knew squirrels were evil. Damn straight, but it doesn't look that much like a squirrel. Cursed caroller, doomed to sing praises to Bel for all eternity. Oh no, that's not what you like to see. He has got 2,000 health, so I think probably best to stick with that. Fire and earth. We usually have quite a lot of earth, don't we? Double poison's not going to be a terrible plan immediately. Do we have any fire? No, so we might as well do wind damage. Wind to the pair. Hello to you, Mr. Chester Phoenix. How are you? How be you? Be you jolly? Be you sad? Be you somewhere in between of indifference beyond comparison? Did you get anything nice for Christmas? That's the crucial question, isn't it? Did your capitalist pig parents get you anything pleasant? Unlike that sentence, which is highly unpleasant, and I apologise. I have nothing against your parents. But did you get anything nice is the crucial thing. I don't know where the capitalist nonsense came from, but nonetheless, the crucial thing is, did you enjoy your Christmas? Did you get something pleasant? Did you get pie for Christmas? Your fingers hurt a bit on account of the fact that I burned them. Well, that is a very silly thing to do. Yes, it's a very silly thing to do. How in the world did you manage to burn your fingers? I don't know how you would manage that. Oh, I suppose you touched something quite hot, actually, and that's probably the only way to manage it. Terrifying. No, I think it's got to be that one. I think I might start, if I can. I'm not sure precisely how the system works, but... Oh, no, keep playing. Yes, that's the menu. Abilities. Right, so... Can you... No, I don't think you can. Ah, you were stopping an oven tray from falling onto the floor. Okay. That's... I mean, it's tolerable, but still a little silly. Sometimes, I suppose arguably, there's a certain level of automatic reflex when it comes to something dropping. Oh, I've only just realised the music in the background for the town is, I believe, a variant of Carol of the Bells, isn't it? Because there was definitely a little tiny bit of do 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 do. But yeah, it's probably more important to keep your fingers intact than the tray intact. Cat? Question mark? Watch out. Oh, something tells me it's probably not an ordinary cat. No, we best stop this. It was either that or my fish fingers ended up on the floor. I'd say your fish fingers ending up on the floor was probably the better option than burning your fingers. But, you know, I grant you, as I say, there's a certain element of shit that's falling on the floor and your body will automatically try and catch it, whilst also, I suppose, protecting the old fish fingers as opposed to protecting your own fingers. Makes some degree of sense. You sacrificed your own fingers for a fish finger. Right, I think we want to explore the other side here. Don't know if there's anything here. And yes, you actually made it. Hello to you, Mr. Onibushu. How are you on this festive-ish Sunday afternoon? It's sort of technically past the old festive season, just about, but it's still just Christmassy enough to be Christmas. Soul sucker, like a giant mosquito, but for souls. Let's kill it with insanity. Everybody wind. And how are you, Mr. Onibushu? Good? Marvellous. Super. Which is better than most alternatives. Yes. Yeah. Did you get anything nice for Christmas? Did you get some lovely little gifts for Christmas? I suppose I should, just to redress the balance, I should call your parents capitalist pigs as well. But, you know, and then apologise for calling your parents capitalist pigs. Just to balance it out, so that Chester doesn't feel like I was picking on him. But did your parents get you anything nice? Did Santa get you anything nice? Did any other person get you anything nice? And that sounds a little bit more like a like a did I get you anything nice? That wasn't quite what I'd intended when I said that. I see, you didn't get spicy beef jerky and mint M&Ms. Good lord, that is quite a combo. I assume you don't tend to eat both at the same time. But and you didn't get Pyre for Christmas, but you beat Transistor earlier this week. I see. Is Pyre a direct sort of? I know it in terms of the time frame they came out in. Pyre is certainly after Transistor, but do they have any actual relationship? I wasn't aware of them having a relationship. I was under the impression they were two completely separate games, but that may not be right. Not in the slightest. Fair enough. Let's poison him, because I think that's probably going to be moderately useful. Party heal seems like a good plan, yes. A good plan. Just bash him in the face. But decided that before I played Hades, I beat the other Supergiant games. I see. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know Hades was by the same group. No wonder Hades is quite such a good game then, isn't it? I must admit, I haven't yet actually played it, but nonetheless, I've seen it. I've seen it, so I feel qualified enough to state that it's a good game from what I've seen of the game, because it has. It's an impressive piece of kit, that one. Let's just sword stroke his face, yeah. You also got a completed teleporter run. Nice. I don't know why I did it like that, but still. It was supposed to be a score run, but when you give it a teleporter in a shop, hell yeah. When life gives you a teleporter, you teleport to lemons. Ah, now that's a dilemma. Oh no, it's not. Cursed wand. This weapon for crystal hits hard. But what does it do as part of the curse? I don't want it if it's too cursed. The first word is 2 syllables. I mean, I suppose, are they trying to emphasise that rather than being cursed, it's cursed? It is the cursed wand. Anyway, let's see. So at the moment we have the present wand, don't we? Yes, we have the present wand, which you're looking at sort of 90, 70. So it's certainly sort of... It definitely hits hard. That is definitely true. But she doesn't do... I suppose technically that probably relates to most of her other abilities. But does the present one do more healing? It definitely does more healing. Plus the item power. 2 silly balls, yes. In fairness, we have been fighting a couple of silly balls, which were alien bulls. Alien bulls. Is it the Bibble? I don't know. No, I don't think it is the Bibble. The Holy Drivel. It's probably lucky no one's religious here, because otherwise that's probably highly insulting. Me calling their good book the Holy Drivel. But nonetheless, I'm not religious in the slightest bit, so, that doesn't necessarily give me carte blanche to do whatever I want, but, I hear that had 2 syllables in it. Oh, here we go! Alien ball number 1, alien ball number 2. 2 silly balls. Well played, game. That's right. Well done for giving me this. Yes, no, I certainly... It took me a moment or two. It took me a moment or two to capture it, but my brain did engage enough to go, yes, that's something Baldric said, isn't it? So yes, I did gather. I suppose arguably, we'll boost Bellsnickle. Damage up from the Bellsnickle, especially because he does have Sandstorm. Sandstorm! Was just a teleport. I didn't pick up anything else or use any of my 4 health bombs or rope. Nice. I mean, technically that sounds like a good run. Now, my key question, to a certain extent, it's not that important of a question, but nonetheless, is that the run that you most recently uploaded to the old YouTube? Because I saw you did. I haven't watched it. I'm not gonna. I won't lie to you. I I could have lied to you, but just in case you quizzed me afterwards, I suppose I'm not going to lie and say I've watched it, but I have seen that it appeared. Is that teleporter run the one you uploaded, or are we talking different runs at this point? Have you got the runs? Have you got the runs on YouTube? No, I don't tend to get the runs on YouTube because it doesn't go in my stomach unless you eat the internet. It was the uploaded one, cool. Get him, just kill, kill. Oh, a row of air damage, perfect. So that's not going to be very good at the moment. As I could use items to boost it, but I don't think it's going to survive that long to make it worthwhile. I mean, that, in fairness, 200. That wasn't terrible. Unfortunately, Belsnickel's really not done much for me, but we'll get a taunt and a heal on Cthulhu. 108th on the overall Spelunky 2 leaderboard. That's not bad. Unless it is bad, in which case, fuck. No, that's, I mean, 108th out of the many players I suspect that are playing Spelunky 2. That's a hell of a thing. I mean, that is a hell of a thing. Oh, absolutely no abilities learned whatsoever. Well, that was an alarmingly disappointing case of affairs. I was genuinely like, yay, someone will get a level, someone will do something, and then nobody did. Nobody whatsoever. Let's try and pierce someone. Pierce their soul. Okay, the cat I'm concerned by the question mark. Now maybe I'm just being played by a simple, just an absolutely simplistic tactic beyond comparison. They're just playing on the question mark. But nonetheless, I don't want to take that risk, so I kind of want to focus down that cat. Unfortunately, what is happening is there's a lot of enemies. That's basically what's happening right now. Right, Cthulhu, let's see if you can take something down. No, of course you can't, because unfortunately... yes, let's poison that thing. It doesn't kill the cat, which is kind of what I want, but... yes, alright, let's throw the gift at the cat just to finish it off. That's the third-party community thing, trying to award points for several different categories and make a total score. Well, it's still impressive. Their best runners post their runs there, so I don't know. It's a decent jump for improving my any percentage by more than 2 minutes. Yes. I mean, it doesn't really matter how where the rating comes from, unless of course you turned around and went, well, I'm 108th in my own rating. It's between me and my 108 twins. That's not as impressive, but I think any sort of third party or first party, as long as it's not you, I've made up my own leaderboard. I'm number 1. That's not impressive at all. Well, that's not the ability. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Right, what we got? Not a lot is the unfortunate truth. We don't seem to... Oh, Soul Sucker. Get rid of that 1 HP, because one less creature is one less attack that I'm gonna have to deal with. Dark damage. Oh, the dark days. Let's get rid of the bull, because the other fella's still poisoned, so he is still going to be taking damage from that each turn, so I might as well focus down the bull. And then once we've focused down that bullock, we can work on other... If I'd been prepared, I could have had a better rhyme for that than... oh, nothing. Disarm the bull. Remove his feet. I thought you said disarm, not remove his feet. He doesn't technically have arms, which makes it difficult to disarm the bull. Right, what we got? If user's HP is low. Well, low for him. I mean, technically, it's low for the fire squirrel. Yeah. I mean, it did seem to actually reflect that, because it did quite a chunk of change. Self-heal chicken. Yes, no, because it is in fact Crystal Claws who is dying. So, Physician, heal thyself and others, which is moderately convenient. Get that score unadded. Upload a placeholder that's under 300k. It's kind of shite, I say. Let's just bash him in the skull. Ooh, he hit me. It hurt. Do we please have something? No, we don't. Darn. We're running out of moves. I'm running out of options. So I'll twat him in the face with my sandstorm. Now, I think what we're looking at is the treasure chest was down here. Yes, it was. Oh, Candy Whip. This weapon for Belsnickel allows him to reuse the Candy ability. Can't remember specifically what the Candy ability was. Oh, the Candy ability. Oh, yes, the heal and the taunt. Of course it is. Assuming it is better. 60, 60, 60, 80, 80, 80. Serves a variety of purposes. Does it, though? Does it really? I don't think it does, to be perfectly fucking honest. I think it serves one purpose. It's for whipping people. I suppose technically it can be used for being licked as well. Plague! Everybody poisoned. Everybody get fucked. Everybody get fucked with the poison. Everybody get down with the sickness. Get down. Get down with the sickness. That's what we like to see. You getting down with the sickness and the tentacles. Yes, I think we'll mortar board and gown that bad boy. And then, do you have some major ice abilities? No, not really. God damn, woman. You've become slightly less than optimal, because I think the unfortunate thing with these insanity abilities, which I suppose, I don't know, unfortunate, interesting mechanic. Technically I can change my priority abilities if I wanted to, but with the sort of, with this whole insanity style ability, you can never know precisely what you're going to get, which unfortunately does mean sometimes you get stuff that's really quite useful to you and other times you don't. And now the water's being more and more muddied by more and more abilities that I wouldn't necessarily usually be interested in. Let's try and stun him again. Stunned, good. Okay, that's something, I suppose. See, like, more so, I'm feeling it more with Crystal. Because unfortunately with Crystal, she's struggling to get many more than sort of one, get Cthulhu up damage-wise, especially because he's going to be hyper mode now. And I would think, oh yeah, I want to just check. He is weak against fire, so the all fire. Oh, I mean, that did 903 damage. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. Diddle diddly dum, diddle diddly dumplings. Okay, so that's definitely an exit, which makes me slightly inclined to just wrap back round here to see what's up here. Because this might be a treasure chest, or it might be another exit, and at that point I'm a little bit screwed on which way I want to go. Which is almost always the way it goes. Sometimes you just have to embrace the unknown and hope for the best. Okay. If user's HP is low, you bloody idiot. No wonder you've not been using that move all that well. So it's when Belsnickel's health is low, not when the fucking enemy's health is low. Absolutely misread it, but it doesn't make too much difference. It's not like I've lost, so, you know, if I had lost because of that mistake, I'd be slightly more miffed at myself for having made it, but fortuitously, having not had any real significant issue with it. Are you weak to fire, sir? No, not particularly. So just twat him in the face with the sword. That's the lightning strike. Lightning, fucker. Don't fuck lightning. It would hurt. Okay, so there's no real bonus to it, but it's still an attack. Which, in fairness, is mostly where I've been using it in the past. There is very little reason to do this with that. Was that a ball or a ball? It was neither. I can't remember specifically what it was. It was something like a something. Shut up. I did read it earlier, but I can't remember now. This armour for Bubba makes her less likely to be targeted. Well, that's probably quite beneficial, considering she often has the shit kicked out of her. But nonetheless, 55 and 70 on the speed. That is just health. It's a lot of extra health. Not bad. Oh no, not a something. They're dangerous. Indeed. Something is dangerous. Okay, that's convenient-ish. 'Cause now we know, now we very much know, there is no real secret here. We can carry on mooching around. Oh, good lord, that's a lot of dudes. I don't really like it when there's this many dudes. This may be too many dudes for anybody to actually deal with. Okay, next turn, hyper for Bubba. And what I'm doing is sort of, I'm trying to kind of build towards the present toss being a little bit better. And in fairness, Biting Wind is now going to be better. So just in general, I feel that was a reasonably good piece of strategy. It's not often that I actually use tactics or thinking, but every now and again, it does become a necessity. So yeah, I've upgraded that slightly. I could try upgrade it a bit more. Go on, fuck it. Let's heal Cthulhu with an item. Now, I don't know. Defense up. So it's actually, defense up might be quite good since he's... Oh no, he's not got taunt yet, has he? Idiot. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so all the bulls are pretty much the same health, so just poison one of them. Now hope for the best. That I don't die before things happen. Yeah, these are all shitty moves. So let's taunt and guard. Taunt and guard. Taunt and guard. Where is the taunt and guard? I don't know. Somewhere around Taunton, I would think. Taunton's a place I live. Or it's a something. Certainly rings a bell, I don't know precisely why. Earth damage to everybody, yes. Spectacular stuff. You think it is? I think it is as well. It's one of those ones where it's like, it feels like I'm right, I just don't... It's one of those ones where it's like, I can't tell you where it is. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. Indeed. Exactly my thoughts. I'll tell you what, at this point, let's use that gift, see what happens. I mean, that's not that much more impressive, to be honest. I went to all that effort, and it was like, nah... No, it weren't that good, was it? But, oh well, never mind, I suppose. Let's just try and tackle the poisoned one, and then... I didn't see any extra poisoning available. Yeah, so unfortunately we've got Enrage, Berserk, Tentacles. Tentacles is always the solution. Heal Cthulhu, because he is taking a bit of a beating owing to the whole sort of just... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. The poison would have taken care of it, but never mind. Never mind. Hey, you were supposed to not target Baba Yaga. What's the first thing they end up doing? Targeting Baba Yaga. Right, let's do that. Sweet Dream. Oh, if only I'd known that was available, I could have not defended. But never mind. Oh well, never mind. Icicle. I want to use my icicle. I want to use my ice tentacles. Not my ice tentacles specifically. Oh no! Can't possibly have tentacles. Okay, so unfortunately she's going to end up being with a taunt, which I can't say that's going to be a particularly good idea to have Crystal taunting the thing, but I did want poison, but I don't know if it's really hugely worth it now, especially not with Cthulhu, because he's got much better moves available to me. Your ice tentacles. Yes, before tickling someone 10 times, you should warm up your hands. You know, the old, just give them a bit of warmth in them. Let's poison it with the bad egg, because that's, you know, she doesn't have that much better moves available. Pierce might do me a nice chunk of change. Yes, it did, and they're dead. Ooh, that's an alarmingly close level. Oh, I thought something actually had happened there, but what happened was I just ran into the tree. Ice tickles, ice tickles, icy testicles. Why'd you go that direction? I don't know. I just had to. It's when... Oh, okay. They are slightly freakier than a cat, after all. It's the first time I think they've revealed their true nature as horrific tentacle monsters. We should get along, really. We shouldn't be fighting. If anything, that should be Cthulhu's pet. Da 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 da. Wind to you. He was pretty nonplussed about the wind thing. No new abilities. Warm Wishes adds Hyperbar. Okay. Yeah. Rooster Cry. Party Cure. Not bad. 125% earth damage in Tomb. I should probably... I've kind of done what I usually do, which is become attached to their basic layout of abilities. So I'm not 100% willing to sort of change it up all that much, which I know is very silly, but unfortunately one of those ones I just so often can't help myself with. I just find myself kind of just, I'll leave it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with what they gave me in the first place, and so I end up not doing anything different or spectacular. But I don't know. I should possibly have a look to try and, because these 3 manoeuvres you can choose which 3 go there, but I must admit with Cthulhu I like having tentacles as an option. I like having the slash as a reusable damage so that I don't have to just keep defending every round, or every 7 rounds I suppose technically if you can use all 3 of these. And Dark Blast seems solid, and self-heal is good at a pinch, especially cure ailments is a hell of a thing. So Cthulhu I think is probably fine the way he is. I like having that heal. The stun, maybe not. And maybe a heal and a regen, maybe. Especially since there's a lot of heal moves in her sort of, in her randomised kit, which kind of makes me think maybe, or just a maybe, it would be better. Let's poison that squirrel. Rub-a-dub-a-dub. 3 men, they're in a tub. Are they really? Yes, they are. What are they doing in the tub? You don't want to know, unless you do want to know, in which case we could explicitly tell you. Sorry, can we just clarify the we in that sentence? Yes. I have just revealed a major schizophrenic schism of multiple personalities, and I refer to myself as a wee lad from Scotland. That's what I obviously meant. Party, gentle heal, rain. So yeah, I like that one. Protect, I'm wondering if maybe I want something more physical based. Maybe, don't know. So poison's probably got him dealt with. I quite like having them. Yeah, I think chicken feed's important. Rotten egg's quite useful. So yeah, again, I don't know. I think I might just leave them as they are. A Wii! Yes, a Wii U as well. I do actually have a Wii U sat behind me. I don't often use it, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, I mean it's moderately indifferent, but I don't use it anymore. I tend to utilise the Switch, as shown in the old Discord. I gave you some of my vital statistics. Not that I think anybody really gives 2 shits about my vital statistics, but nonetheless, I gave them to you anyway. It was mildly amusing seeing that Dragon Quest Builders 2 was up there in the most played games, because that makes sense. That is a fucking good game. Absolutely love that game. I really love Dragon Quest Builders and Builders 2. I don't know if you ever played them, but oh, they're so fun. They are all the greatness and compulsion, that sort of building compulsion of Minecraft, with the added benefit of the Dragon Quest humour. I think I have discussed the games before. Here we go. They're cursed carolers. That's what they are. I knew they were something. I just couldn't quite place my brain in the right position to actually find the answer for you. But yes, they are cursed carolers. They will get beatings. Oh, not half. Wind damage to all, might as well. Not entirely sure why that one changed colour. It's slightly concerning. But yeah, it died before it was able to do anything particularly unpleasant to me. Sandstorm. And now let's see, what have we got? Mortar combat. It did it to troll you. What, change colour? I suppose arguably, I mean, in fairness, it's interesting. A bit like with that cat thing I was saying. Sometimes some of these games could easily throw you a curveball by making you think there's something more to it when there isn't, and that you would have your actions dictated by them sort of tricking you with wording, like especially as I say with that sort of a normal cat question mark. All that question mark just made me go, oh shit, what am I going to do about this cat? This cat's going to be a problem. Oh, that's going to be a problem. That's a lot of fucking dudes. I kind of want to damage, so let's try stunning one of them. Insane, but no stun. That's annoying. Do we have no? Could really do game if you want to do me a fucking solid. You would no. Okay, it's not really doing what I want. All earth damage though. That'll do nicely, I suppose. And now let's poison. Yeah, I mean let's poison one at the back. Oh shit! One of them is a variant, isn't it? I think. Oh, unless it's the insane that's changed its colour, but it does look like one of them might be a variation. No. Oh, I see. Interesting. I'm assuming the insanity has made it weak to fire, despite it's being a fire creature, perhaps. Maybe that's what the whole point of it is. I don't know. I'm unfortunately a little thick, so I'm just going to go with the flow and see what happens. I'll just try continually bashing these creatures in the face, and if that doesn't work, I'll bash them elsewhere. Oh no! Crystal! Crystal's dying, and I don't think I have a way of preventing that. Well, having said that, let's see. I think heal and regen is probably going to do more. Yes, there we go. That is the benefits of Unstoppable. She may have gone into the negative zone in terms of health, but she didn't stop. She did not stop. She was in fact unstoppable, and therefore didn't die. This is a large volume of enemies game. I don't like it. I suppose arguably they've already established that the limitations of the engine demands it be 5 enemies on the screen at any given time, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm pleased. Regen for Cthulhu, I think, because at least then he stands a bit more of a chance of surviving. And then punch that thing, and then all wind. Everybody gets a little wind. Please don't die, Cthulhu. It would be inconvenient. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I think we need our tentacles back, although that would be a terrible waste, wouldn't it? I suppose Unstoppable buff would probably be quite beneficial at this point. So let's see. Ally recharge. Go for it. Boom. That should mean my boy. Will you not do that, please? Party defense up. That might be necessary since as these things are kicking the living crap out of me. What I might want to do is recharge Baba Yaga so that I can hopefully. Okay, 2 turns until he goes hyper mode. So if we do that, and hopefully we'll just sort of wait and see, and then we'll get a hyper tentacles out of it, ideally. I think Physician, heal thyself with candy. I don't know if he has to beat himself up if he wants the candy. Let's get you, as I say, recharge, start and poison another one of them. Oh, Belsnickel, please don't die. It would be inconvenient to say the least. I'll leave that one slightly partially sort of done. Candy thyself once again. Since I suppose the problem is, of course, I'm increasing the taunt on Belsnickel by healing him, but by increasing the taunt, he's getting targeted more, which of course means he keeps needing more healing. It's an issue we seem to be having, an inconvenient sort of cyclic issue that's never going to end. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll defend him this time so that he can get some stuff back. All wind, all the time. That's the problem with having nothing but beans as a dietary decision. It means you are very much all wind all the time, forevermore. Party regen, yes please. That seems like a good call. And all earth damage. Yes, that's right. And then vulnerable, stun, double stun for that. Yes, although one of them was insane, so I think the one that was insane didn't get... just died, and the one that wasn't insane still managed to avoid being stunned. Most frustrating. Okay, cool. Another treasure chest. Marvellous, huh? A rainbow coat. This armour for Belsnickel boosts his statistics. Well, in that case, I will probably want to equip it. Yes, makes you feel like singing. So it's not just rainbow. It's Technicolor. It's technically in colour. I think there's nothing down there. So, I don't know. Why are you going down there then? I mean, it's a good question. Not necessarily one I'm willing to answer, but it's a good question. Congratulations. Know that in your heart of hearts that it was a good question. Also know that I'm probably going to ignore your question. Take on that Carola. And now, all wind. All of the wind from Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga can do nothing but exert wind. Likewise, I can only do tentacles. Disarm. They're all the same, so we might as well just disarm a random one without thinking too hard about it. Ice damage. Try and kill the thing. Poison the one on the end, because it's the one I'm probably not going to target for a while, which means the poison damage will just sort of chip away. Chip away at his confidence until he doesn't think he can do it anymore. He doesn't know what he can do and what he can't do. Stun chicken. Chicken stun. Only got the one stun, but I suppose it'll do. I mean, it'll bloody have to. Twat him in the face. Ooh, heal. Do we need much healing? Ally heal. Yes, I think we need a little bit of healing. Not a huge amount. Oh, there's a double whammy. Bravo. Well played, Mr. Phoenix. Let's heal you as well, I suppose. And now, Egg Mortar. No, maybe not Egg Mortar just yet. Begone, bot. Yes, begone. Bot, I've sprayed you with Bot Begone. And that gets rid of them in a second. Heal power up. Defense up. Party defense up, please, yes. Yes, please, please, yeah. Cures and may recharge. Don't really need it. Good lord! They're out in full force today, apparently. What did I do? Oh yeah, defended with her. I know! Strange. They don't usually come out in quite such high numbers. What is it? Fucking... They scare easily, but they'll be back with greater numbers. That's the old, hello there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact wording, but nonetheless, it's very much what it feels like. You get rid of one, and then they suddenly crop up in greater numbers. I was really hoping that would kill one of them. It didn't. I'm slightly disappointed by that. Tentacles. Hyper tentacles or no hyper tentacles. You're pretty much gonna die to me there. I suppose the battle system in this, I really find quite fascinating. I'm assuming it's the same as in Cthulhu Saves the World, because it seems, it seems moderately unlikely, plausible, but moderately unlikely that completely revolutionise the entire battle system based on doing this sort of Christmas variation. But nonetheless, what's quite nice is I quite appreciate the fact that you can sort of get your encounters out of the way, and there's your random encounters dealt with, and then you can just sort of explore, and it's entirely up to you whether you face anything else, which makes grinding would be an absolute, it would be delightful in this game. There's no sort of, I don't know, you don't necessarily have to wander around for starters, because you can just access it through the menu. You don't have to find exactly the right location. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's nice. I like the battle system. That's the key. That's the key message to take away. I think I might just keep slashing. No, stun and insanity might not go amiss, so I'll do that to you. I did not get the stun, unfortunately, which is unfucking convenient. Yes, that's right, I did say inconvenient. It's inconvenient. Cthulhu, get yourself some regen. Get yourself some hot regen. Let's begawk. There's still quite a lot of enemies there, so it's well worth begawking. Ah, piercing strike will work quite nicely. Not a kill shot though. Not a kill shot. Bash. Bash for the kill. Sergeant Bash specifically. He came at me with a flamethrower and a fucking claw. Assuming I'm thinking of the right one. Yes, I am. For a split second, I doubted myself. But no. He does have a flamethrower, which I think is. I suppose it technically, I suppose it could overheat some of the electronics, but it was probably one of the lamer of the whole. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. I keep forgetting that I've got an item, so we'll use an item on Crystal to get her back up to snuff. Damage up. Let's put it on Cthulhu. I think that's going to be well worth something. Air damage. I'll not target the one that's poisoned for now because he's just got this. He's got the constant ticker of death looming over his soul. Does he? It's a lot more ominous than I think anybody else would have made it sound. Yeah, yes indeed. Stun. I don't think that'll stun. Disappointing, but you know, predictable. So why did you do it? I don't know. I just thought it would be quite good. That's why I might change that wrap out for something more aggressive. She's got some nice. Never hover after the end of that sentence. She's got. You're hovering again. You're stalling out after the phrase "she's got." And I don't think anybody needs you to be hovering around that phrasing. No, she's got lovely tits. No, I go explicit there immediately. But she's got some quite tasty No, for fuck's sake. She's got some very good ice manoeuvres, and unfortunately they don't come up as often as I would like them to. So putting one in as a dedicated and guaranteed thing, I feel might be quite beneficial. Shadow Strike. 50% more damage versus insane enemies. Ooh, that's not bad. So let us grab the abilities wheel and let us get rid of Wrap, I think. In favour of... Okay, so that's 140 ice damage and 100% stun. So that would be better. Absolutely fucking better. Gentle Rain, Warm Wishes. Yeah, I think freeze, because it's got the stun we're looking for, whilst also having everything else in there. Now, Cthulhu. Yeah, I was going to say, the problem is, if I take out the Dark Blast in favour of the Shadow Strike, I don't have a guaranteed way of doing Insanity. But I don't have a guaranteed of doing the follow-up to putting Insane on them if I don't, unless I get rid of Tentacles, and I'm not willing to do that. I like Tentacles. I'm going to keep my Tentacles, thank you very much. Okay, so for starters, slightly ominous looking creatures are heading into view, but also I just wanted to double check there wasn't a treasure chest there. Oh, okay, that's a lot of... What must be Bell?
Bell is just a giant Christmas bell. A little on the nose, don't you think?
There's two of them? This is bad. Bell has already begun to multiply to fill all space.
I am Bell. Before the deep ones I was. Before the great old ones I was. I am eternal.
Why is that chicken talking? Because we're in a slightly different dimension that just so happens to be a dimension that chickens talk in. That's why the chicken is talking. It was all very simply listed when they explained it last time. I know you weren't there, I will just clarify that, but nonetheless, the explanation was done. They explained it that way, or something along those lines.
When my note rings out, nations fall, dimensions shatter, existence breaks.
Don't let its appearance fool you. It's just trying to stall for time while its power increases. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, ha 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 ha.
Smash! Smash the bell! Silence the bell! Oh no, the bell! Here comes the bell!
I'm assuming that's probably to the tune you're supposed to do it to, and I didn't. Poison! Smash the bell, do 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 do. That tune. It's just obviously I didn't do very well. Yes, damage up for Cthulhu because he's about to go hyper on your ass. He's gonna go hyper on your ass, oh yeah. Lower stun resistance. Actually, what we want to do is do that ice stun first. It didn't work. Never mind. Forget that plan. Okay. I don't know. That might be. I don't know. Some of these are confusing. So, bell. It's bell, but it's also a bell. Get it? Get it? Do you? Do you get it? Do you understand? Are you fully understanding? I don't think you're fully understanding. Right. Tentacles. Maximum tentacles. That's what we like to see. Everybody taking max tentacles. Who is Max Tentacles? I don't know, but you always see him before he arrives because he has giant tentacles. Yes, let's chicken up, baby. Also, it allowed me to do the heal, which was the slightly more crucial thing, but nonetheless, chickening up is always beneficial. Let's chicken up. Do. I think maybe that's probably worthwhile at this point. Just piss all over the floor and regain my health. I must admit, I do like this variation of Carol of the Bells. Assuming I am correct in my thought track that it is Carol of the Bells. If it's not, then I like this variation of insert correct title here. I tell you what we might do. Let's recharge my gubbins. And then let's... I'll tell you... Well, you do most of the healing, so I'll tell you what. We'll have your heal power up, and then you can hot chocolate Bubba. And then finally Bubba can do all wind. Everybody gets some wind in their faces. And now, hyper tentacles. Go! That's what we like to see. Bash him in the face. With whatever you can bash him with. Regen for Cthulhu. And then finally, we don't really need... Now I've got... See, that's the problem with the rotten egg. It's lovely when you don't have plague. The moment you have plague, it becomes entirely sort of pointless. Let's refresh our abilities, see what we can get in the insanity slots. Hopefully something better. Earth damage, not going to do me any major substantialness, but nonetheless. Tauntop's never too bad to do on my boy. A little bit of ice damage there, not terrible. Party speed up, that's not a bad idea actually. Party cure I don't really need. In fact, yeah, party speed up I think is probably going to be the most beneficial thing she can do with a hyper mode. And now, let's see, I think disarm you, and the next turn we can perhaps have a hyper dark blast. Self-heal chicken up. I don't have any real moves that... I mean, that's poison chicken, but again, they're already poison. We'll just wind damage, I think. That's probably the most acceptable thing. Let's recharge your manoeuvres. Let's recharge your manoeuvres, because otherwise you've got very little left. Good. That's what we like to see with our regen. Go. Kill Cthulhu. Don't kill Cthulhu, I mean kill, comma, Cthulhu. I mean, again, we might as well use the mortar cannon, but it's not that beneficial. Ally damage up, yes, more damage for Cthulhu, for Cthulhu is mighty. Do you have that recharge then? No, you don't. Oh, I'll just use your ice maneuvers. Let them go. Let them go. I'll tell you what, it's a bit of a waste of the attack buff, but I don't know precisely how long the attack buff lasts, because I can't... Unfortunately, with his attack buff, the naughty damage up... Oh, interesting. Physical times 5 damage if desperate. Define desperate. I don't know, but I wouldn't necessarily have said that was ×5, but yeah, I might be wrong. Okay, let's see. Void. Interesting. That's not the shadowy one, is it? No. So, fuck it. We'll use the void now, and then maybe a hyper darkness in the not too distant future. I think heal chicken. Heal chicken, 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 heal. Heal and taunt for Cthulhu, I think, because he can take it. He can take a beating. That's right, he can take a beating. Oh, yes, he can take a beating. And he can dish out a beating with his darkness. I am Cthulhu, never forget that I am Cthulhu. Just do your little self-heal, and then let's hope nobody dies. I don't know, the only heal I've got now, which I would like to use on Crystal, is the one that taunts it, and I don't want her taunted, which... yeah, she's survived, so fuck it. Let's not really think too hard about it. I don't think I'm gonna lose, but you never know. It does still have quite a lot of health left. An alarming amount, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Oh, Crystal! You're going to have to take that taunt after all, dear, because, well, you know, fuck. I kind of want to carry on the offence, especially since she's hyper. I didn't really want to defend while she was hyper. Okay, this is beginning to prove a bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem. Party Cure is not going to do much good. Self-heal perhaps is the best idea. Candy, heal and taunt for Cthulhu. And then you, dear, you're slightly scuppered. So I suppose defend yourself. Bellsnickle! Damn it. I could not save Bellsnickle, which means, unfortunately, I'm slightly fucked. Okay, I think you're going to have to chicken heal yourself again so that you can stay alive. And then... these are not good options. These are not good options. Okay, the most likely to be hit is Cthulhu, because he's been having to... Or everybody. I mean, everybody is always an option, I suppose. I suppose, again, if we taunt and recharge him, we'll have his abilities. Also, potentially, let's try and do some damage. I think I'm going to have to take some risks, I feel. Heal and recharge. Okay, that's not hugely beneficial, but I think it's probably the best idea. Okay, we have lost another party member, but come on, Cthulhu, just... Okay, that one pushed me to the brink of defeat. I don't like that. I don't like fate. Jolly laugh. 120% heal and a taunt. I suppose because he's laughing.
I am Bell. I am eternal. I was eternal.
Where's my grandfather? Where's Santa Claus?
Not here. The other 2 members of the League of Christmas Evil know where he is kept. You have bested me, Sleeper of Relay. You fought well. Perhaps you are the chosen one after all. Always bent on Cthulhu. Bell fades away, for whom the bell tolls. You did it, Baba Yaga. You really did it. Yippee! With Bell defeated, this dimension will not last much longer. When it is gone, you will return to your own dimension. But what about you, Cluck Cluck? What will happen to you? I will once again lose the power of speech and become just a regular chicken. Don't say that. You're not ordinary chicken. You're my best friend. You are too kind, little miss. I have so many questions I wanted to ask you. What's your favorite color, your favorite number, your favorite food? I like yellow and the number 10, and the Mouse King was most delicious. See, these are things I didn't know. If only we had more time. We have all the time in the world. I will remain forever on your head, little miss. Cluck, cluck. Bark, gawk. No. Wow. Baba Yaga cries for several minutes. Cluck, cluck looks for worms.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes, I have to be strong. For Cluck Cluck's sake.
Cluck.
It is now Christmas Eve, the 29th. Good Lord, we have had a lot of Christmas Eves. powerful blizzard pummels the town, preventing anyone from going outside.
A roaring fire, a cup of hot chocolate, a book of ancient gases. This is perfect. What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
Seriously, you're not going to do that switcheroo thing you do?
I don't think that's quite the voice I gave him last time, but I can't put my finger on what I did. Hey, I'm snowed in too. Take a day off. You deserve it.
I do deserve it.
The day passes uneventfully. The blizzard subsides. Tomorrow will be an ordinary day. It is now Christmas Eve the 30th. So, blazing sword. Ooh, freaky sword. I guess we'll do crystal first. Of course we will. Cthulhu decides to spend some time with Crystal. Meth. Yeah.
Let's go to the beach.
Cthulhu and Crystal go to the beach. No one else is there today. It's because it's the middle of winter. You fucking moron.
The waves there are so high.
My hometown of Relay emits a lot of energy in the surrounding waters. It's almost like having a hot spring in the ocean.
Maybe I'll go in for a dip then. Good thing I bought a swimming suit.
I wouldn't do that. Relay also emits a good deal of toxins into the water. It's quite poisonous to most life forms.
Black, no swimming for us then.
The animators, who no longer have to draw alternate character art, are grateful.
Let's make some sandcastles. The trick is to get them a little wet and then freeze the water molecules.
Crystal quickly manages to build a massive sandcastle. Cthulhu becomes disappointed in his slower speed and gives up.
I've had enough of this.
You just needed practice. Here, let me show you.
Time passes, followed by more time passing.
See, you built a great sandcastle.
People who patronize the great Cthulhu regret it.
So, tell me about Relay. Not a lot of sandcastle building there.
What's there to say that hasn't been sung about in lengthy, unholy script?
Well, someone please think of the animators. Exactly.
It's underwater and wet and full of non-Euclidean space. Most people don't last 10 minutes before going completely mad.
I'd like to see it one day.
You know what? I'd like that too.
Really? That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
No, seriously. I think going mad would do you the world of good.
I take it back, you're a jerk.
While building sandcastles, Cthulhu found a long-lost weapon hidden in the sand. Cthulhu got a blazing sword. A 420 blazing sword, if you know what I mean. This weapon for Cthulhu boosts his fire damage. It is now Christmas Eve the 31st. Well, I won't... I suppose I might as well see the description, because it might be slightly better. Yeah, 135. Fire damage plus 20%. Hot to the touch. Which I probably don't need or want, owing to the simple fact that I'm going to probably replace it with a freaky sword. Cthulhu decides to spend some time with Baba Yaga. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Look out fast, how going. Baba Yaga is poking her head out the window as she is raiding her hut around the area at surprisingly fast speeds. I don't even need Cluck Cluck's help now. I figured out an alternate touch-based method.
I guess for a chicken-based propulsion system it's okay.
If that's the way you want to be, then I challenge you to a race. Chicken Hut versus Cthulhu.
I accept. Cthulhu always wins.
See the tree on the hill over there? First one there wins.
That tree?
No. No.
No.
The one back there?
Oh, so you mean that tree?
No, that's too far.
This tree, then?
Yes, that's the one.
Alright, don't cry too much when I beat you.
3, 2, 1, go!
The race is off with Baba Yaga in the lead, followed closely by Cthulhu. This is followed with Baba Yaga in the lead, followed by Cthulhu, which is followed with Baba Yaga in the lead, followed not so closely by Cthulhu.
Slow down so I can win.
Not well. Chicken power triumphs again. Hey, why are you sitting down?
This race was rigged. Clearly pitting an old man like me against a brand new house was an unfair contest.
If you say so, boss. Hey, don't be like that. Here, have a trophy.
Cthulhu receives a trophy with a chicken on it. It says, Consolation Prize.
Where did you get this?
Custom made. I have it lying around just in case I get in the chicken contest. It happens more often than you'd think.
There's something in the trophy. Cthulhu got a freaky sword. This weapon for Cthulhu allows the Terrify ability to be reused. It's going to have good stats, because I don't use the Terrify ability that much. Oh, I think it might have good stats. Although, having said that, you drop a bit of attack, but you do get better ailment. Don't have as much healing, but in fairness, he doesn't have that much healing in the first place. Does have slightly better sort of speed. Plus, it does feel like it goes a bit more with Cthulhu. I mean, any old fucking hero character can have a blazing sword, can't they? Whereas, you know, Cthulhu deserves a terrifying, freaky sword. So, he can have the terrifying, freaky sword.
I had a weird dream last night.
How weird.
We were all doctors that used mechs that could miniaturize and fight diseases directly. That doesn't sound that weird. The diseases were really strange though, like having a localized black hole in your face.
Getting weirder.
Dogs could fly. Maybe this is too much. And I owned a lot of cats. I mean a lot of cats. More than you're thinking right now.
That's too many cats. I know.
But at least it's only a dream and not a possible video game idea.
Even I wouldn't be crazy enough to make something like that.
That feels oddly like someone is going to be crazy enough to do that game. Odd Candy, Aqua Cloak, Fabergé Egg, Spiffy Coat, Fur Tunic, a Feather Pestle. In fairness, we haven't done much. She's not had too many pestles. Or pestles. Pestle and mortar. It's weird, seeing the word by itself is difficult to comprehend how to say it sometimes without it's a partner. Cthulhu decides to go to the assembly hall where a meeting is already in progress. Welcome everyone to this session of Cultists Anonymous. I'm your group leader, Rose Talon. I think the group leader turns out it's probably a woman. Hi Rose. Remember, this is a place free from blame and censure. If you feel comfortable sharing, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. The important thing is that you move at your pace. First order of business, do we have any new members? All eyes turn towards Cthulhu.
Yes, it is I, the great Cthulhu. Bow down and worship me.
Hi Cthulhu. Glad to have you here, Cthulhu. Now, I think I see another new face over there.
Hello, Rose. My name is Bob, and I've been cult-free for almost a year now.
Hi, Bob. That's wonderful to hear, Bob. I know everyone says that the first year is the hardest, but that's misleading. Every year is the hardest. I'm glad you've chosen to come here to our little organisation. Everyone's family here.
Wait a second. Did no one hear me? I'm Cthulhu.
Hi, Cthulhu.
That's it. Normally when I announce myself, people cower in fear, lose their minds, and become my abject slaves.
That's not really our purpose here, Cthulhu. This is a safe place for ex-cultists to gather together and through our unique 12-step program return to normality.
I don't understand.
You don't have to. You're welcome to keep coming. The mere fact that you came today shows that you're ready to begin your own journey of healing. Cthulhu leaves the assembly hall thoroughly confused. Cthulhu stops by the mall and buys something. It fails to fill the void within. Cthulhu got a feather pestle. This weapon for Baba gives her bonus chicken power at the start of combat. It is now Christmas Eve the 33rd. Equip. New pestle. Feather pestle. I think it's better, isn't it? Yeah, looks like it's better without looking too deeply into the stats. Just go on faith that it's correct. Yeah, that's how you do it. I also saw the Fabergé egg, so I'm wondering if it's worthwhile. Yeah, go on, we'll do the caroling for the Fabergé egg. The night has arrived for Cthulhu and the others to go caroling.
How's my little singing troupe? Did everyone practice like I told them?
Every night, boss?
Sadly, yes. I know it's just words, but I feel so dirty saying them, like each word is a swear.
I'm not so sure about this. We'd better just stick with regular songs.
Really? After I've tried to embrace your customs, you're going to insult my native tongue, so maybe we shouldn't even go caroling.
No, it's fine. We'll do it your way.
That's better. Let's head to the first house.
Cthulhu knocks on the door of the house. The inhabitants therein look surprised to see him, but don't immediately slam the door, screaming in terror.
Christmas greetings, fellow mortals. We'd like to serenade you with a selection of Christmas hymns from the underwater city of Relay. Everyone, like we practiced. 1, 2, 3, go.
Ho! Flungi munsful relays, anteglafthen. Flingum relays, and hammers the clock of being awake. Santa, gluck, gluck. Flinglu relay, Santa, gluck, gluck, gluck. The listeners stare in stunned silence for a long moment and then open their mouths. Flinglu, nugly enough. Cthulhu relay, look at fuck thine. I was just about to say it. Again, it begins to start looking Welsh.
Cthulhu, has this all just been a recruitment drive for new followers for your cult?
Maybe.
You have to turn them back now.
Why, they're happier now.
The man who opened the door is somehow drooling from both his mouth and both eyeballs.
Turn them back now.
Fine, you're no fun. There, are you happy?
Not until we get you to sing some actual Christmas carols.
Crystal drags Cthulhu from door to door singing real Christmas carols. The people of the last house are so impressed with Cthulhu's singing that they give him a present. Cthulhu got a Fabergé egg. I mean, that's a hell of a present, because they are worth a fucking fortune. Boosts the stats of Baba Yaga.
I hope you've learned your lesson. Humans are easy to enslave with the right song.
If you sing well, people give you stuff.
Don't mess with me when it comes to Christmas.
It is now Christmas Eve, the 34th.
It's so cold, so much snow.
This is nothing. Why, when I was a young'un, I was running through the sky-high snow, barefooted, both ways, in the snow.
Both ways? Keep your glory day stories to yourself, old man.
It's not definite, but
do you have a lead on the next League of Christmas Evil member?
Just a hunch. All snowstorms that affect Christmasland originate from the Christmas caves in the far north. If the Christmas caves are generating an abnormally large number of snowstorms, that could indicate something's amiss there.
Weather. We're basing our next dungeon choice on the weather.
She is not wrong.
Gee, thanks, narrator, for making me look really dumb. That was sarcasm.
We're going to a really cold place, Cluck. Are you going to be warm enough?
You heard the chicken, let's go.
It is now Christmas Eve, the 35th. It's cold, crazy cold. Huddle in a corner and wish for death levels of cold. An ordinary party would be dead at this point. But this is no ordinary party.
You got that right. To the great Cthulhu, this is nothing. I laugh at such a feeble attempt at death by freezing.
I'm the Snow Maiden. The cold never...
Don't you dare finish that sentence.
Affects my core temperature or well-being at all. Gee, what did you think I was going to say?
I'm not bothered by the cold. These clothes may look all raggy and hobo-esque, but they're actually quite warm.
And I have the power of the chicken. I'm fine. I didn't know chickens were immune to freezing temperatures. Wait a second. You're right, chickens freeze in the cold. What was I thinking? Sorry, Cluck. I'll whip up a heat spell for you right now.
Cluck quickly thaws.
Smells like chicken.
Maybe I overdid it. Who could live in such a freezing cold place besides me, of course?
I have a guess. The giantess Grilla has always been a fan of snow-filled caves.
Doesn't she eat naughty kids? It's a good thing we don't have any of those with us. Oh, don't look at me. Yes, I may have tried to steal presents from orphans once or twice, but does that make me naughty? Yes, it does. But that's in the past. Now, I'm crusading avenger of justice on a quest to rescue the big guy himself. So you can steal Christmas presents directly from the source? You can't prove that. That's literally what you told us when you joined our party. Past Baba Yaga is a tricky one. You can't always trust what she says. You're not going to let her eat me, right?
Of course not. It's far too late in the game to replace a party member.
The programmers really don't want to go to all that bother making a new character that most players will never see.
Exactly. I've heard that 99% of all players don't even make it past the tutorial. 99%. That can't possibly be right.
Maybe if you start in higher quality games, players would play past the tutorial.
It's an incredibly high quality game, Crystal. How dare you? Never.
Focus, people. Kid eating monster. Kid right here.
As I was saying, you have nothing to fear. Now let's go fight an old woman.
So it's slightly less heroic than you were intending there, I think, but nonetheless, point taken. Let's go beat up an old woman. Do 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 do. Hey. Do 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 do. Baba Yaga isn't a kid. Well, technically no, and I think they've established that she isn't, strictly speaking, a kid in this. I think they have kept it semi-accurate that she's supposed to be an old person, but I suppose she looks like a child, therefore maybe that's enough. So, the Pyrodactyl, the real reason the dinosaurs went extinct, and Frozen Brute. How many arms? Too many arms. Well, he's certainly got 4. I can't immediately see how many, if there's any more there. Darkness and insanity for you. Fire damage for you. And now let's do ice and stun. Well, okay, it was just ice on that occasion, because the stun didn't work, which is disappointing. Tentacles! So, you need at least 8 arms, because tentacles, of course, is crucial to my endeavours. Everybody loves. Twat him with the egg mortar. You just smash. Smashy and nicey. Do a nice little smash. Party heal, go on. We'll just bolster our health a little tiny bit. A tinsy tiny bit. Might as well poison him. He'll last a few turns, at least. A little bit damage there. I don't think we've got any further damage, so she's going to have to regen her abilities. And then finally, break him. Well, vulnerable's okay, but not that great. I mean, in fairness, it did do wonders for my second follow-up attack. Oh, that's creepy. A river of blood traversed by a skeleton bridge. That's not exactly what I wanted when I started this. The Roach Mage. Surprisingly difficult to kill. Well, at 2,416 health, yes. Yes, I think it is going to be surprisingly difficult to kill. Darkness, please. Darkness, tell me you believe in a thing called love. I do. I always do. It's one of my crucial tenets. Always believe in a thing. Believe in a thing called love. Tentacles. Slightly disturbing. Wasn't 100% sure that I was going to say that. In fairness, wasn't exactly planning on it. But I did just utilise the phrase love tentacles. And I don't think that sounds most unpleasant. Yeah, love tentacles is an unfortunate combo of words, I think. You don't really want to know about the love tentacles. Oh, I should have used Plague as my first ability. Unfortunately, I didn't see it when it came up, so I missed it. Ice, ice, baby. Well, with that thing poisoned, we might as well start trying to take down this icy roach mage thing. It's a very weird looking roach, because it does look a little bit like it's kneeling down, and that's not traditionally, that's not what I would think of as what a roach would look like. I don't think they're often seen kneeling down, but still. I mean, it's not particularly low health, but it's lower than any of the other bits and pieces. Party heal, always probably going to be a priority, I would expect. Baba, Baba Yagada, Baba the Yagada. I think I was just have to. Oh, actually, that was a waste of hyper mode, really. But never mind. Never mind. There's not a lot I can do about that. So we'll try and hope for the best. Once again, she's kind of out of moves, out of tricks and oddities and general other bits. You're out as well. Darn tootin'. Darn, darn, darn. Come on and darn my socks now. Darn, darn, darn. Because darn sucking time is here. Darn, darn, darn. Come on and darn my socks now. Okay, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Well, no, that's probably the right way up. But the crucial thing is, it's not. Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hopper, a rebranded frog. Of course it is. The crucial thing was, if I'd exited that direction I said was a dead end, that wasn't really a dead end, that would have probably been continuation of the map, and I hadn't finished exploring this area. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. Unfortunately, oftentimes it just doesn't. Probably should have used Shadow Strike, but oh well. I can use Shadow Strike next turn. In fact, I can do a damage up Shadow Strike. Although, having said that, bugger. No, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll focus fire on this one. Because then what we can do is we'll Shadow Strike the one in front. That'll get me insane bonus. Insane in the membrane bonus. That's right. It's what we like to see. That's right. It's what you like to be. Yeah. I think just refresh your powers on this occasion. One vulnerable frog. He is emotionally vulnerable. And also physically vulnerable. And any other vulnerable you can think of. Twat him in the face with your icicles. Oh, level up, level up. Chicken dance! 100% charm. And it's chicken based. It's a chicken based attack. It's the chicken dance. Would you like to see the chicken dance? You got an elixir. This item heals a lot of HP. Well, I would think then, if I replace the potion with the elixir, yes. Restore HP to... Oh, max. I wondered... It's got beach stuck on it this time. Whereas last time we obviously had assembly stuck on there. It's now got beach stuck. It's stuck on the beach. Oops, I'm stuck on the wall. It's always embarrassing when you get stuck on a wall, because it's like, you should be moving, but you're not, and you can't quite figure out for the first few seconds why you're not. Lab experiment. Got tired of hanging out in our other game. I see. I'm assuming that's from a different... I'm assuming it's not the other Cthulhu game. One loosely assumes by that they're referencing, either way you want to put it. Oh, Jolly Laugh, heal, max HP up. That's quite good. But I think at this point we just want all damage all the time. And now freeze. Freeze, you little scrotum. Air the bat. Air the bat. And then steal his hat. Now tentacles will solve many problemicals. Would you like to see my problemicals? I bet you would not like to see my problemicals, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. There's not many people who would enjoy seeing my problemicals. Oh dear, Cthulhu is not doing well. Void! Feel the void of pain, and now Cthulhu can do better. Superb. Charm and damage up. Party regen. I think that seems like a way to go. Wind! Baba Yaga, always tossing out the wind. Speaking of wind, we tossed out a bit more air damage. Stunned, do we think stun's going to be useful? No, I think we'll just refresh our ability stack. Mortars! Bang! Mortars go bang! Mortars go bang, 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 bang! Just accept the fact that it's not going to do the bonus damage, but that's not a huge issue. That one, again, not going to do any bonus damage. Did a lot more than I thought. But I was just willing to sort of take it. Tell you what might be beneficial if we just get that battle out of the way. Plague first, yes, that's what we like to see. And now everybody suffer Earth. Everybody suffers because of the Earth. Oh, Christmas Eve, interesting. I mean, yeah, go on, Christmas Eve, get excited. Oh, okay, that could be a problem. Next turn is hyper. Let's get you to make sure your next turn is hyper. Otherwise, the improved hyper damage is potentially going to end up being wasted. I suppose technically, well, no, improved hyper was self-based, wasn't it? So I didn't have many options, but there you go. What she really needs is like a full fuck-em-up move that does everybody, but unfortunately she doesn't have one, which is moderately inconvenient. Oh yes. What we'll do is ice damage on the cockroach, I think, and then hopefully save up and try and get that hyper. If I can get the hyper to deal with her multi-shot wind manoeuvre, that might work out reasonably well for me, but I can't guarantee it. Hot chocolate for you, Crystal. Just serve yourself a lovely cup of your own hot chocolate. It's necessary because we need you to survive. Now we kinda need Cthulhu to survive. With a bit of luck, yeah, he can take a little piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Let's do presents. Presents for you. And then presents for me. And my present is wind from Baba Yaga. Is that a present? No, not really. Well, that's a disappointing. I mean, surprisingly difficult to kill. Yeah, not half. When he survives the shot, I really need him not to survive. Ideally, I mean, I suppose let's just finish him off. I think I'm gonna have to use something to finish it, which is more. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. They're fucking poisoned. So no is the answer there. No, I did not have to use something to finish it. I felt I did, but the truth is I did not. Oh, the poison would have probably done him in. Good lad, Belsnickel. All of the enemies have been defeated. Next area of the map. Oh yes, yes indeed. Let us see what we've got. I kind of knew roughly where that was heading. I just basically wanted to sort of hop round and get the extra battle. As specified, my goal is almost always going to be to get all of the battles they offer me. I suppose that's probably where the variation in playtime that they came out with comes from, because some people like me are going to go, yes, no, I want to do all of the battles all of the time, and make sure I'm probably, I might be verging on being over-leveled. Although having said that, that previous boss really did kick the shit out of me, so you know, the idea that I'm over-leveled is probably not all that true. I mean, I don't actually have a weakness of any of them, it would seem, so I suppose I will just have to accept my limitations. Well, she's not going to be able to kill it, but I suppose. Oh, she did stun it though. I was not expecting the stun. No siree, I was not expecting to stun. Ah, the chicken dance. Let's try and charm that one. Charmed, good. He was charmed by my chicken dance. I mean, everybody always is. Everybody always is. Right, let's do the darkness and insanity to the creature in the middle. Now what we want to do, ideally, ice damage, yeah, we'll just wipe that thing out, ideally, that's good. Party heal, I think is entirely necessary, yes. And then finally, no, not finally just yet, what we'll do, poison the Pyrodactyl at the back there. See what happens when I poison you. And now, the damage against the insane man. Oh, well, that was disappointing. Alarmingly so. I really had expected more from you. But there you go. Let's hopefully... I was hoping for more damage there. And now, Hyper Wind. It just won't stop. It's Hyper Wind. Hyper Wind. Oh, God, I'm trying to just kill that thing. Yeah, that's good. Heal and taunt for you, and then ideally some kind of heal for Crystal. That's what we like to see. And now I think probably self-heal for Baba Yaga. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? No, sir. I have no wool for you. I don't like your face. You won't get any wool from me when I don't like your face. Okay, let's recharge Belsnickel whilst healing him, because I think that's going to be worth something. Especially since she's got her own self-heal, so she can take care of her. She can take care of her own damn business. And my boy Cthulhu can always slash. He can slash again. I really do need to deal with that thing. I think you're going to have to recharge yourself this time. Mortar damage, go for it. Just a little standard fare. Oh, Cthulhu. I think we can probably take a bit of a chance. Because we've got Belsnickel's doings, yeah. Everybody loves Belsnickel's doings. Kill that roach, good. Chicken feed yourself, I think. Probably the best call. Oh dear. Cthulhu looks like he's taking a beating. Which means that was probably an unwise decision, but... Party heal and regen. Or party regen. Okay, that was the wrong move. Never mind. I'll survive. I've had my Weetabix, so I'm gonna stay alive. Toodle-oo. Hey, what do you have to do when you want to go? Toodle-oo. Plague! Poison them all. I'll poison their asses. Why would you poison their asses? What did the donkeys ever do to you? The donkeys annoyed me. Yes. Icy bastards. Icy France. Icy the man in his underpants. Hyper tentacles, go! That's what we like to see. Although, having said that, the hyper tentacles don't feel like they do as much anymore. And I suppose technically that's true. Yes, it's technically true. Although I suppose it's more they don't take as much damage anymore. The tentacles are still technically doing plentiful damage. It's just unfortunate that everything takes more damage to kill nowadays. Oh no, Cthulhu! Oh shit, balls on fire, son. I don't think, I have nothing. It's an interesting one. They have not provided any kind of revival jam at all. Party regen, go for it. Yes, that seems like the best choice for me. So, although Cthulhu is dead, he has left a sort of he's left a past. A lineage? No, that's not part of the word I'm after. He's left a gift unto the opponents, which is the gift of pain and suffering in the form of poison, which is quite useful. Hyper Wind X. Okay, none of those abilities are that good for my current purposes. Ice the Frog. Yes, she did. That is super convenient. Yes, it's super convenient. Right, I don't think that was anything. I think we are heading up. In fact, yes, we've been there. So we want to pop round this corner. Oh dear, two of the big beasties. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. Oh yeah. Let's twat him. And then earth them all. As opposed to having earthenware, which is something else entirely. Okay, so we didn't have plague, so I think what we'll do is try and start maybe, I don't know, maybe keep recharging Baba Yaga so she can start poisoning everybody. So the Hyper Strike, now I'm in hyper mode, will do heavy physical damage. Okay, cool. I did wonder what the twist on that move was, and it suddenly dawned on me that I was... it suddenly became quite apparent and obvious that it was called Hyper Strike, and there is a hyper mode, and it was like, that's probably how that works, isn't it? I suppose heal Baba. Oh, heal. Right. That's dark and insane. You become darkly insane, you prick. Well, it's lower than usual. It's not exactly low, but it's not high. It's not low, and it's not high. It's somewhere in the middle. That's right. Can I charm a roach? Yes. Darkly insane the membrane. In the darkest of all the membranes. Take my rocks. Oh, it did, quite nastily. Tentacles will take care of that, though, so I think what we'll do is it's a bit riskier, but what we'll do is we'll work on some damage on the others and then let tentacles... Oh, or whatever the fuck that was. Oh, it was the charmed roach. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing to have had the roach finish it off. It makes tentacles a little bit more pointless. Not by much, but just a tiny, tiny bit. Tiny bit more pointless. Kill that thing. And now let's Baba Yaga defense mode. And then twat it with Cthulhu. Heal power up. Well, you'll be doing some healing, I think, maybe. Party regen, that'll do. Although I don't think... I feel like heal up is not going to be affected by regen, because regen is going to be a separate ticker. Whereas heal up will exclusively do heals up. Ally cures may recharge 1. No, just defend yourself so that all of your ice abilities are back engaged. I need more abilities. Twat him in the face with your sword. That's right, indeed. I don't really need that, so I think you're going to have to refresh yourself. Ice baby. Ice baby. Baby, ice. Have you got some ice, baby? Let's refresh Cthulhu. Because I'm kind of bored just slashing away at their faces. What? Stop what? Alright, stop. Collaborate. And listen. Oh, I'm assuming is this Ice Baby. Dark Blast. Blast it down. See. I was slightly concerned when the first two words were, alright, stop. Because it was like, I'm sorry, the fuck? You have to use the off button if you want that. You do the whole thing, but you don't actually know it. I mean, in fairness, I do feel like that's probably a good thing. The phrase, I don't know the entirety of Ice Baby, I think would, it serves to show better character on your part, I think. Because, frankly, knowing the entirety of Ice Baby is probably not considered a good thing. Right, Insanity Tentacles. Okay. I mean, the ability to reuse Dark Blast seems like it would be quite good, but it really does. It does a number on my power stat, which is blurred. Come on, Insanity Tentacle will do it. Do it. I'll tell you what, we'll just have a chat as well. With how cold it is here, I don't think my ice magic will be very effective in combat. That was a stretch, dear. Not to worry. We just need you to insanify everything and their elemental resistance will swap. But isn't it cruel to strip their sanity away from them? Not any crueler than destroying them, which is what I would be doing afterwards anyway. He's got you there. Damn straight. Everybody wants to insanify. I mean, in fairness, at this point, and yeah, I mean, that thing, if I'm understanding the things correct, but yeah, I suppose if I can insanify that, although probably more I want to insane the frogs. I thought I was targeting a frog when I did that. Unfortunately, what I actually ended up doing was not that. Just ice the bat, I suppose. It's not got the weakness I needed it to have, but nonetheless, it will have to suffice. Yes, indeed. Bukak! That's the one. How was my Christmas? My Christmas was delightful. It was very pleasant. Got some plenty of games. I say plenty. I got Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Very much enjoying that. Not played a huge amount of it, but nonetheless, very much enjoying it all the same. All Blizzard. Should have done the insanification a bit first there, but oh well. Tough titties. How tough are your titties? My titties are incredibly tough. You'll never believe how tough my titties are. Also, I've got Kingdom Hearts melody of something. Monkey Melodies? No, I can't remember, but it's the sort of musical one, which, I don't know. I've played the demo, and it's sort of appealing and quite fun and quite entertaining, but it is a rhythm game, which is, whoa, there, controller. How dare you try and do things that I didn't ask you to do. What else did I get? Oh, I also got the rulebook for the Star Trek RPG, tabletop RPG, which was quite nice. Oh, what? Kingdom Hearts is getting people banned from Twitch, is it? I suppose, is that the copyright music from Kingdom Hearts is proving problematic? Is Disney... I mean, I suppose it doesn't surprise me if Disney's getting a bit off themselves. Yeah, oh dear God almighty. I mean, some of these companies really have to sort of think about their actions a little bit more. I realise that's naive to say, I suppose, but they struggle quite comprehending some of the more simplistic things of the modern culture, and it is slightly surprising in a way, because it's kind of like, are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me, lads? Do you not understand how much better this game is probably going to sell? I suppose the unfortunate truth is, it's a sort of mystery quantity, isn't it? You can't guarantee that it's selling better owing to it being exposed via Twitch, but you also, it's fairly safe to say it's, doing that. Let's defend. That was a bit of a waste of my defence there, really, but never mind. Insanification. That's what we'd like to see. Ice on a frog. They will continue doing... Yeah, I know. Must admit, it slightly surprises me that Kingdom Hearts has been sort of done in by that one. I know Nintendo tends to get a bit uppity, but I get the impression some of the other companies aren't quite as bad. But I suppose, I don't know. I'm loosely assuming it is the Disney side of things that are being sort of tackled. So I don't know. It feels like... I suppose it's, again, slightly naive to say it's... but it feels like sort of Square know a bit more about this sort of thing and therefore are a bit better at just understanding it and not necessarily suing the buggery, but I'm sure they'd happily do something annoying. I don't know, for some reason I have a bias towards Square Enix. I don't know, it's because I love Final Fantasy, I suppose. It's one of those ones where they're sort of my blind spot. I have a bit of faith in them as a company to not be a piece of shit. As I say, that's a certain naivete in that situation, I think. You underestimate how little Disney care about that. It's their songs that are tripping it, yes. Plague could always start with a plague if you've got it. So I suppose I should probably start with Plague as a guaranteed ability, but I don't like that. We don't want it. Flurry of Ice, yes. So he is currently weak to ice, so we might as well do it on him. We can, of course, insanify some other bits to try and get them sort of more, but I don't know. A minute you can... Yes, I know, they certainly are. They're not necessarily perfect, but they are somewhat better than some of the others out there. But I mean, in fairness, they are all very much kind of as bad as one another for the most part. They are frequently just doing whatever is required to get money, which, I don't know, I suppose you can't necessarily blame them, but you can also sort of look at them and go, for fuck's sake, lads, for fuck's sake. I don't think you quite understand how this... I swear to God, there's somewhere along the lines, there's some kind of communication error where nobody seems to understand every single detail, I suppose, is the problem. And I suppose that, to a certain extent, that's just the size of these places. It's cheaper to buy off Congress than allow Mickey Mouse to enter the public domain, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. All damage, please. Thank you. That is what we like to see. Disarm the lab experiment. Get rid of him. Ah, my dear Crystal. I don't like the fact that you are struggling to stay alive. Right, what do we want to do? I think probably best to do that. Make sure she's healed. And then, I mean, that fucking gift rain would have been quite useful, but unfortunately I don't have it. I do not have it. Ah, good. Now it's time for Hyper Wind. Hyper Wind. That's what we like to see in our situation. Yes, insane in the membrane. Okay, Cthulhu taunted and healed. And now he can be regenning as well, because that will help him stay alive. Yes, it'll help him stay alive. I think you need to just sort of get your abilities back. And now you... Yes, darkness for you. Darkness for one. I don't necessarily think he's classified as desperate, but it is still a chunk of damage, which is kind of what you want. You want to see it. Biting Winds. Another Hyper Wind. I'm not convinced that was perhaps the best use of my Hyper Wind, but what is the best use of Hyper Wind? Let's get his health up. Hyper Wind is what you get when you mix sprouts with energy drinks. Yes, it is. I said that almost like I had experience. I don't, because I don't eat sprouts and I don't particularly drink energy drinks all that much. Closest I come to an energy drink is the old Lucasade, and that I just quite like the taste of Lucasade. It's not for the sake of it being... It's kind of like, okay, I'm not actually doing it for the sake of drinking it as an energy type drink. I'm drinking it because I quite like it. You now are susceptible to ice, so we might as well utilise our ice abilities. Go for it. What's the situation? Tentacles. That's always the situation we find ourselves in. Every situation is... You had a bad experience with Lucasade once. Oh dear. That's... I don't know if I want to know, but I do sort of want to know. What, pray tell, was your bad experience with Lucasade? Oh dear, Cthulhu's not looking particularly good. Let's kill that thing, and then let's get some heals onto my boy Cthulhu. That's right. Yeah, get... Oh, party regen. That's even better. I had not spotted. Whoops. Would you mind? Right, next turn we should have more Hyper Wind. Hyper Wind. That's what we want to see. I will make you insane. In my membrane. Insane in the membranes. It was one of my yearly I'm going to be dead for a week periods at school, and my mum gave me some to sip on. I see. I mean, sip doesn't sound too bad. But I was sipping on it too frequently, so you threw up. Oh, I see. Interesting. Can't deny, I have never had that experience with Lucasade. Because, as I say, I know technically it's supposed to be sort of regenning your glucose and doing your uppity sports. But yeah, I can just down that as a lovely little beverage. Probably shouldn't, because I mean it's glucose, so it's kind of sugary beyond sugar. But nonetheless, as I say, for me it's like, oh, tasty. Oh, you could just down this. Oh, that's fair enough. I don't often have it. It's one of those ones where I suppose maybe this is it. I tend to sort of forget about it for ages and ages and ages and ages, and then lo and behold, I'll suddenly have it again and go, oh, fuck yes. Now, see, I'd say that normal Lucasade is a fizzy drink. See, that's sort of that's where I almost just sort of drink it normally, without any kind of anything else attached to it, because it's kind of like, okay, I just like the taste of it because it's tasty and fizzy. Let's fire in your hole. That's right. I waited until it turned around, and then I fired in its hole. You are now vulnerable. Actually, I'm not entirely sure you are, because it sort of showed the effect, but never actually said the words, so I don't know if it actually worked. Yeah, I suppose ice probably best done on that. One more turn before we can hyperwind, but I don't really know another word for what I wanted except for soda. That's fair. Just kill that thing, and then hopefully candy Cthulhu. Would you like to see a candy Cthulhu? Yes, I would like to see a candy Cthulhu. Oh no, Baba Yaga's dead. Tits. Cthulhu is dead. Oh dear. This is a bad situation. Bad situation to find yourself in. Okay, this is oh dear. This is distinctly oh dear territory, because these guys aren't exactly the strongest around. Oh god. Oh god, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Okay, the frog is taken care of, but we are still taking beatings. Okay, all earth damage. That wasn't as exciting or useful as I really had hoped. Now the problem is with okay, fuck. Oh, I really didn't need this to happen, game. Come on. Oh god, I need you to do more. No. Oh fuck, man. Really? Oh, for fuck's sake. I really wanted to. I'm not. Ah. Why'd you do it, game? Why'd you do it? There's no run. Why would you be a cunt? I don't understand why you would do this. Come on. Retry. Okay, that's fine. Or at least it's better than the alternative. But fuck, man. I'm really glad there's a retry button in there, because that just came out of fucking nowhere. And that would not have been fun to, because I've not, I mean, as much as you can save it anywhere, I've not necessarily been like going, oh, I'll save after every battle. But, oh, fuck, man. Jesus. That was unnecessary, I think, is the crucial issue there. Unnecessary beyond comparison. I'm trying to use like my multi-hit moves slightly more tactically, but I think that's possibly proving the problem. But still, there you go. Kill that frog. Oh god, don't kill fucking Cthulhu again. I swear, the damage values we seem to have now be experiencing feel like they've suddenly skyrocketed. In this battle alone, it's beginning to feel like. Christ. Okay, get him. I kind of wanted him dead, but I suppose next turn will have to suffice. Heal Cthulhu, and now earth damage to everybody. I mean, it's not intolerable amounts of damage, but it's not great either. Let's go with the insanificating and the candy. Could you not do me again? Air damage, that's what we need. Yeah, see, they definitely feel like they're doing a lot of damage. And I don't think Flex Tape is going to help me on this occasion. Oddly enough. Party heal, yes please, that'll charge up everybody else. To use the egg mortar to try and dish out. Basically at the moment it feels a bit sort of damage racy, as long as I can keep damaging them more and more and more and more and more. I suppose charm could work, but as there's not a fucking enemy on the another enemy on the field, I suppose is the key thing. Hey, there we go, we got through it this time. Christ. No new abilities, no new abilities. Wind arrow! We've got more wind for Baba. More wind for Baba. That's what we like to see. We'll always enjoy experiencing the wind of Baba Yaga. This is concerning because this looks familiar, although I'm not 100% convinced after all. I think I might be slightly confused, but there you go. Never mind. We'll survive. Well, actually, no. Not a guarantee that we'll survive, because we've seen that in the past, that there is no guarantee of survival. Ice damage off. That's what we want. Do that. Frostbite. Lovely. Don't heal, please. Stop healing things. That's the issue I think we're stumbling into. Some of these things are healing other things, and we don't need that. We don't need it, we don't want it. Tentacles. However, we always need. Everybody loves tentacles. I suppose let's just try and trash the frog. Nice. That's what we like to see. Yes, indeed. Let's just egg bomb that thing. What we got? Yes, darkness for you. Insanity for me. Buff for Cthulhu. And health for Crystal, because she's kind of, as much as I said she's weighed down in the offence category, she is hugely beneficial in the healing category now, suddenly. And with them doing a lot more damage than previous occasions, the damage, the heal categories are now significantly more pertinent and significantly more useful, which is a bit of an issue. And if you have any kind of issue, then I will provide you with a tissue. So enjoy this tissue. A chew. No, a tissue. I can never seem to get this fucking naughty strike and nice strike. They always come up at the wrong fucking times. It's like every time I have barely any health, I've got the one that requires full health. Every time I need the one that's barely any health, I get the fucking full health. And vice versa, and whatever the fuck the opposite of what I just said was. I don't know. I'm now struggling because the game is beating me, and I don't like that, oddly enough. Yes, I mean, sod law dictates that is always going to be the situation, but it, you know, they say it don't be like it is, but it do. Yes, exactly. Words be damned. Okay, so you're... Oh, that's the wrong heal. Bollocks. Oh, well. Never fucking mind. Use the poison on the one that's not poisoned, I suppose. Let's do that. I think, I was going to say, I think you're permanently now... But you're weak to ice. And you're weak to ice, so I suppose we might as well start chugging away at the second one, despite the whole splitting your focus and not focusing fire on one is bad, but still. The ice moves are more efficient against that one, so it's kind of, okay, fine. Just have to go with the flow to a certain extent. Stunned is good. Stunned we can work with. Now you're insane in the membrane. Once again, bash him, silly. That's the ticket. I'll tell you what, since I said I wasn't saving it very frequently, I will save it again. But yeah, that bridge looks... I don't know if that's just a similar area, or whether I've gone backwards. I mean, in a couple of battles, or possibly in this battle, it's not going to make too much difference, because of the whole... we'll have no more battles in our sort of required battle. We may need to do some training if one single random battle kicked the shit out of me quite as much as it did there. but with luck we can sort of... It's sometimes interesting. Sometimes random battles can be worse than regular battles. No. Random battles can sometimes be worse than boss battles because bosses tend to work on a very specific... You know, they have a very specific functionality, and you can sometimes bypass that very specific functionality with the general, you know, without losing. I don't know. There's words. Figure out a sentence using the words I've provided you, and as long as it makes sense, it's good. Right, we'll do that, and then ideally, I think we've got hot chocolate for Crystal. That's the ticket. She's also got regen off of that, which is quite good. Wind arrow, go! Wind arrow. Her wind attacks are really disappointing. Making sense is overrated. I've always thought so. It's why I've never done it. Oh, god damn it! With the loss of Cthulhu, this one feels like it's definitely going to be a fucking... It's definitely going to end badly. Oh, god damn it. I hate you so very much. Hyper wind. Hopefully that's that frog dealt with. It's not the frog dealt with. Great. Really need this poison to do more, please, game. More, please. More, please. Keep doing not enough. Fucking arseholes. Back! Need a good large volume of stuns that I didn't get. Spectacular news. That's what we like to see. And now, party heal. That's kind of what we have to do. We're going to end up having to rely on Baba Yaga for my main damage output. That's not going to work. Baba Yaga has horrendous damage output. Which is weird, because she feels a lot like she should be a hugely damaging combatant. But ultimately she ends up just not really dishing out much damage. She's not even that great at utility, I don't think, but I don't know. We're going to have to just keep candying Belsnickel. And, I mean, it's... Unfortunately, I think I've insaned most of these creatures. Oh no, I haven't, I suppose, is the point. I have not insanified most of these creatures. Belsnickel can heal himself again. And now a little bit more ice there. And then earth damage, probably better than her other. Marvellous, we got through it. Christ, this has... It's taken a bit of a spike, hasn't it? It has definitely taken a spiking. Is that going to be the end zone? I really don't know. I've gotten lost now, which is a slight problem because I can't find any treasure chest. Ah, there's a treasure chest. So I'm at least heading in a direction I've never been in. Oh, that was probably a mistake because now he's weak to fire, not ice, which is slightly inconvenient. Let's just use the massive earth damage. I think is probably the best bet. Yes, do that. When in doubt, follow the chests. Indeed. I got arrested for doing that though, so it's not always good advice. She did not like it, and she did not enjoy the excuse. Insane. So now my ice maneuvers should work well against the frog, which opens up Crystal to do a lot more. More. You want more? Yes, I always want more. Just keep heavily damaging that fella there. Physical damage, go. Throw gift. I mean, it's not as effective because I haven't used any items, but it's effective enough. It's not quite Hyper Wind, so I suppose let's use that and try and get Hyper Wind next turn. Although, as I've said, Hyper Wind doesn't feel like it does as much as you would hope it does. Let's get some of your more offensive abilities back online. Let's use a party heal because I've got the opportunity. Hyper Wind, go! Unfortunately, as I say, Hyper Wind is proving substantially disappointing nowadays. It's just not... She's really not doing much at all. Nya. 150 enrage and plus 50% chicken. Gain a hyper bar. Okay, not terrible. Yeah, Baba Yaga really isn't... She's not doing a pure pestle. Okay, I mean, that might do something for her, but probably not a lot. Oh, then again, having said that, yeah, statistically, yeah, I think statistically that seems like the better option. Stealth dress, yeah, she just doesn't. The problem is she doesn't seem to dish out the damage as much as you kind of need her to. Right, now we've got our. Now we've finished with battles, we should be able to skip around the map a little bit easier. Ooh, health regen. I think that's probably the one we want. Yes. Yes, it is. Wait. Yes, that one. A merry tunic. Impossible to wear without smiling. Oh dear. I don't think... the stats state that that is the one to wear, but I don't think Cthulhu's going to be very happy. I don't think he's going to want to be smiling at all times. This crappy local team on pace for the 3rd draft pick. Leads what is likely the best team in the league. Oh dear. Well, I suppose even a broken clock. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So even a shitty team can win every now and again. Even a shitty team can kick the ball over the net. Is there a net? There's not a net. I know. Even I know there's no net in... Unless that is soccer football, in which case fair dues, but I think we are talking... Oh, that's okay, that's the creature. So, what, pray tell, was there anything over here? Yeah, I was going to say, there was a different ladder with a treasure chest. Marvellous. The Blizzard Robe! Okay, improves her stun power, so that's going to come down a little bit more to the stats here. Oh, especially the unstoppable buff. Starting with that is a hell of a thing. So, 1050. Produced by orcs, though. 90-30, so it's definitely more HP, but I think unstoppable. But then again, more HP, unstoppable won't be as required. Go on, we'll have that. See what happens. If I suddenly decide I really don't like it, I can always take it off, but I suspect it's fine. Your football team, which hadn't won in league games since the start of November, beat one of the best teams in the league yesterday.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a Relayon. You're welcome. The scent of my blood is a well-known aphrodisiac.
I never expected you to make it this far. I placed good money in the league pool on Bell being the one to defeat you.
That old Christmas bell from beyond time and space never stood a chance.
And what's this I see? The naughtiest of all naughty children, Baba Yaga.
You don't scare me.
Sure I don't, sweetie. Just think, if you survive this and live to be my age, kids will be even more terrified of you than they are of me.
Really? You're not just saying that to be nice?
Do I look like someone who's trying to be nice? You smell like chicken. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Gawk!
Maybe that's just the chicken I'm smelling.
On behalf of Christmas, I will right wrongs and triumph over evil, and that means you.
Less talk, more eating.
Eek.
Holy shit. Holy shit, shit balls. Holiest of all the shit balls.
Likes to eat little children.
Little children, little children. I'm going to eat your face holes. I will sort of put them in, I'll dip them in a batter and then stick them in a fryer. And that's how I like to eat your face holes.
Okay, so you are insane, I believe. You are insane in the membrane, so theoretically that's going to do a huge chunk of change. It did. Not enough for my taste, but it did do a fair chunk of change. Unfortunately, Physician Heal Thyself, we need Crystal to be operational. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Just stack poison on poison on poison. Yes, it would be a good plan, except for the fact that I don't think it will work. But certainly the poison is now present, which I think is going to be hugely beneficial. Let's keep using my dark powers. My dark powers are the only thing that can win. They're the only thing that can beat this creature down. Dark powers once again. Everybody likes my dark powers. Now let's see. Next almond power up. I don't know. I mean, no, not really what I want. Oh, ice damage and stun. That's kind of what I want. I think now is time. Now is the time for your biting wind. And now Dark Blast again. I think Dark Blast feels like it's probably going to be the key one to just keep using, because it seems to be, you know, seems to be good and working. Let's regen him. I'm not sure if he already had regen or not, but nonetheless, if he didn't, he's now got it. If he does, good. Let's get you refreshed, because I don't like your moves and I don't really like your face. Yeah, candy for Cthulhu. Everybody, we must keep Cthulhu active and generally kicking the shit out of everybody he sees. Vulnerable. Break him. Break it. Break it down. That's a bit of a bastard. Candy for Cthulhu once again. It's what he needs. He needs Cthulhu's candy. I want Cthulhu's candy. Would you like some Cthulhu candy? Disarmed. You ain't got no arms, bitch. You ain't got no chance. The powers of darkness compel you. I didn't actually need to heal him that time. I did it as an automatic thing. Oh shit. One thing I do need to do is maybe somehow heal my boy Belsnickel. That's the way to do it. Now this would be a really good chance. No, unfortunately he does not. He does not have it. Party heal on. Good. It probably tastes funny, like the colour green. Yes, and as we all know, green is the funkiest of the tasting things. I don't know what I want to do. Stun no penalty. Yes, good girl. Right. That was well worth it. Well worth it. And now chicken up. Oh my god, the woman's been chickened up. Shit. Oh god, that's still 8,000. Okay, that's, yeah, I mean, fine. Let's recharge your abilities, and now, I mean, earth damage, might as well use it while it's there. Fire damage, go for it. Probably smells like the feeling of sandpaper. Yes. I suppose that is all of the insanity that comes with anything to do with Cthulhu. Get your move. Get your moves back. Oh dear, I don't know what to do. Just twat it with a vulnerable. Yes. Especially since as Cthulhu can, I think, utilize the vulnerable. He can use the vulnerable against you and your kind. Here. Discworld description. Okay, that's fair enough. Ice damage up. Yes, that's kind of what we want to do, sort of. Hyper wind. Windy, windy, windy. Hyper wind. What are the odds that Cthulhu will die this time? The odds that Cthulhu will die? Absolute zero. The odds that someone dies? Apparently a lot higher than that. Ice stun. That's the ticket. Now dark powers. Baba Yaga died, and nobody cared. It was a little bit like that, but not quite. I do kind of need her, but she's a semi-decent distraction at the very least, because at this point, of course, more people are being attacked that aren't Baba Yaga, and that's going to be a problem. Party regen, yes please. Methinks that's going to be best bet. Oh, especially because this thing is dishing out some major damage now, it would seem. This is bad, 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 bad. Okay, bad, bad, bad. Bash it. bash didn't really seem to do much that I thought it would. Okay, well, this is a problem. This creature seems to be doing quite a lot of damage to me, and I don't quite like how much damage it is. There you go. Regen is kind of doing me a lot of favours. It's an alarming amount of damage. An alarming amount. I can do candy, which will help me. Also, I might be able to do a heal from you. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't suppose you've got your thing. No, you don't. Okay. Ice damage. Got to try and keep the damage up. Oh, okay. Now we may have a... Oh, no, we don't have a problem. 6 damage left. That's death for the enemy. But that was... Oh, that was close. And unfortunate. And unpleasant. 200% dark damage. But it can't kill. Interesting. 100% heal. Max HP plus 30% for 1 turn. That's not bad. Makes me wonder if I should start swapping out some of these moves again, but so very hungry.
This is one kid you're not eating tonight. Where is the League keeping my grandfather? We're running out of League members to fight.
The next League member is personally keeping guard over Santa's imprisonment, but I'll never tell you who or where he is. You may have defeated me, but all hope is lost. Christmas Day will never arrive, and soon all will be destroyed. Grayla vanishes.
Mother... We mustn't lose hope. We mustn't.
I mean, you're the only one who's losing hope. Nobody else really has that big a stake in this. It's your grandfather.
It's been weeks and we still haven't rescued Santa Claus. I haven't regained my powers. And I haven't stolen all the presents.
The old chap must be starving. He eats billions of cookies in a single night. His captor can't be feeding him enough.
What are we going to do? I don't have any leads.
Grayla said that the next League of Christmas Evil had Santa. We're so close we can't give up hope now.
Cthulhu, you're the last person I would expect to tell me to have hope.
I really, really, really want my powers back so I can destroy the world.
You're right. We can't give up. This is important. I'm sure that by Christmas Eve the 41st, I would have figured out where the last League of Christmas Evil member is hiding.
It is now Christmas Eve the 37th. Okay, so let's... Yes, Belsnickel. I think it's better to focus on each of the party members as a priority. Cthulhu decides to visit Belsnickel again. This is it. End of the road. I didn't think you'd make it this far, but you did. I'm sure our true enemy will reveal himself soon. You talk big, but I can see your heart. You're not as evil as you think you are. Take that back. Come here, you big lug. I'm not a hugger. Cthulhu senses that he has forged a lasting relationship with the old man of the season, Belsnickel. Personal connections achievement. Now how about a piece of candy? I won't whip you, I promise.
If you insist, yeah. You conniving son of a...
Ha ha ha, every time, never change. But you can have it for real this time. Cthulhu, get peppermint candy. This accessory for Belsnickel boosts his stats. Here, take this. I know you suggested it for another, but I thought you'd like it most of all. Ooh, Cthulhu receives a dashing portrait of himself in a dapper tuxedo. I painted it myself. I think I really captured your particular shade of green.
Cthulhu approves.
It is now Christmas Eve the 38th. So at this point, I've forged a meaningful relationship with Belsnickel, which is entirely not the one I was expecting to forge a meaningful relationship with. So, hello. Peppermint candy. Yeah, I mean, that's just better, isn't it? That's the one. That's the one we like to see. Talk. Christmas Megan. Note to self, don't forget to insert the localized script from the Relayan translator before releasing the game. Right, so what are we thinking? What are we thinking? A force sword could be good. But then again, I think the sword I've got... Yeah, oh no, the freaky sword isn't that good, so maybe... Maybe a new sword. Oh, that's interesting. Manga. I don't know what that's going to be, but I suppose it's probably going to be an item. Oh, movies! Ooh, tempted to do movies, because we haven't watched every movie, I don't think. Cthulhu goes back to the movie theatre. Sorry, I know you've been a big supporter of this place, but we're closed for good.
What? How is that possible?
Since Christmas is never coming, people don't want to see Christmas movies. They're a depressing reminder of our reality.
Never say never. I shall rescue Santa Claus and restore Christmas to the world, and with it, your ticket sales will skyrocket.
Really? Normally I wouldn't believe some random stranger, but you look so messed up that you have to be serious. Cthulhu senses that he's forged a lasting relationship with the movie theatre attendee, Sinner.
Have no worries, you'll be selling overpriced popcorn and cleaning up sodas before you know it.
I hope you're right. Since we're closed for the time being, we're not going to need this anymore.
Cthulhu got some overpriced candy. This accessory for Bellsnickel boosts XP gains for the party.
Ooh, that's probably quite good. The 39th. So let's see. If it's better stats, it is not. But it does give 20% extra experience, and that means everybody's going to get stronger quicker, which is probably worthwhile since the absolute shit kicking I seem to have ended up getting a lot of the time. So yeah, there's the manga. Let's go after the manga, I think, maybe. Cthulhu decides to return to the assembly hall. Another meeting of Cultists Anonymous is already in session. It was all fitting this and fitting that. I just feel like there should be more for me in life.
There isn't.
I know everyone says Lord Cthulhu's going to come and devour our souls, but just look at him. Does that thing look like he's capable of devouring anyone's soul?
A temporary setback. As soon as I regain my power, I shall destroy the world.
Please, Cthulhu, I'm trying to share here. No, this is good. Confronting your demons head on is one of the best ways to release yourself from them. Now, Bob, is there anything you'd like to share with Cthulhu? I just feel like you've been lying to me all these years. Either devour the world or don't, but the constant empty promises are tiring.
I was wondering what over-riced candy was. Yes, I mean, I think most candy would be over-riced by a single piece of rice, because you don't tend to put rice in candy. Although, having said that, technically, it's not really candy, they're more cake-based, but you've got the old rice cakes and the rice, Rice Krispies in like marshmallow fluff and stuff.
When I do devour the world, I'm going to eat you last.
Now, Cthulhu, there's no need to be hateful.
Look into my eyes.
Not a chance. Recruit me into an eldritch cult, shame on you. Recruit me into an eldritch cult twice, shame on me.
Things were so much easier in Innsmouth.
Bob, I think you've made some important strides today. And Cthulhu, thank you for your ineffectual opposition. You've really made a difference.
No, this can't be possible.
Help yourself to a few cookies on your way out. Until next time, stay strong.
Next to the cookies is a pile of books, magazines, and other reading materials.
Cthulhu swipes one. Cthulhu got a manga. This item inflicts insanity on all enemies. Ooh, might not be terrible, although I've got a way of inflicting insanity, so it's probably not that good either. I think I'll go after this forced sword. In a bar, Cthulhu discovers a lead on a cool expedition. Cthulhu sends Crystal, Bubba, and Bellsnickel to go complete it. Crystal, Bubba, and Bellsnickel return. We left Christmasland and discovered the Nameless City.
I named it Bub.
The Nameless City was famous for nothing, but we were able to excavate it. We excavated with faith, and inside was
that reward you saw on the town menu before you selected this ridiculous choice.
Yes, let's just cut to the chase, shall we? You got a force sword. This weapon for Cthulhu boosts his defense. It is now Christmas Eve the 41st. I've discovered the identity of the final League of Christmas Evil member and where he's keeping Santa Claus.
Who is it? I need to thank them personally for sending me on this wild goose chase just to regain the power I had before this game started. And by thank them, I mean murderize them.
The implication was clear. I should have suspected him all along. He's always been jealous of Santa's popularity. I speak, of course, of the Krampus. The half-goat, half-devil thing that enjoys killing children and dragging them off to hell. It seems so obvious in retrospect. I know, right? Having a Christmas game and not prominently featuring the Krampus as the villain would have been a huge oversight.
Unless I was the true villain all along. You aren't, though. I know that, boss, but it would have been funny. Maybe for the sequel, kiddo.
Don't you already have a sequel?
So where is the Krampus keeping the bearded one?
In the most Christmassy place of all, Tannenbaum, the Christmas World Tree.
Where?
Tannenbaum, the Christmas World Tree. It's like Yggdrasil, but more Christmas themed.
It all comes down to this. Our final and harshest fight ever awaits us. Unless there's a secret even finaler boss after this one.
You heard Cthulhu. It's final boss dungeon time.
And you also heard Belsnickel, who makes me think there's probably another one. Now the 42nd, Christmas Eve.
This is so beautiful. Isn't it? All of the wonderful essence of Christmas joy perfectly distilled into a single giant tree.
It must take an army of elves, months, just to keep this place decorated.
That's the best part. It's automated. The robots that decorate this place are powered by the Christmas spirit of children around the world.
Aren't children losing their Christmas spirit? No, you're thinking of a low-budget Christmas specials. We're telling a different story here.
Right. This story is about beating up mythological creatures that are vaguely related to Christmas for fun and profit.
Gluck Gluck says he smells a foul stench that can only be Krampus on the top floor.
Time to start climbing.
Yes. Well, firstly we'll save, and then we'll do a little chatting.
Bow me down, maybe? Well, I don't know. I mean,
I feel like bow me down has a slightly weirder connotation than, but bow is not much of a word that makes sense in this situation, apart from the fact that it's based on rapping, I suppose. But wrap me up. I love Tannenbaum.
This tree is lit. You'd better mistletoe the line, Cthulhu, and don't get your tinsel in a twist or you'll never get your powers back.
Stop, just stop.
And what is okay then? or was that referencing something that happened, I'm assuming? Okay, the Warlock. All the power comes from its hat. Which is why we'll take that hat off. Fuck him up without a hat. Right, what we got? Earth powers. Do quite a lot to two of them, not a lot to the other one that I insanified. Which is almost inconvenient, but we'll live with it. The one benefit is Hyper Wind would probably do more. Unfortunately, I didn't do Hyper Wind, but that's not, you know, it's not 100% the point. Right, what we got? Earth damage. Yes, in fact, as I specified, a couple of them are weak to Earth, so probably worthwhile doing that. And now do that on that guy. And now, I mean, it would be really helpful. No, unfortunately, not so much. Physical damage. Go on, that should finish it. Finish it. Do it. It's not doing quite as much as I would like it to do. I need more damage out of you. I would like to complete it, but I am dangerously running out of time, and it might end up being it will be picked up Wednesday afternoon. There's again a third session of Cthulhu Saves Christmas. He's struggling to save Christmas. Next move is chicken. I mean, I'll take your word for it, game, that the next move will be chicken. I don't know precisely. I suppose. Yeah, I'm assuming that adds chicken to whatever the next move is, which means whatever the next move is will be more powerful, assuming you've chickened up. But everything is just chicken, 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 chicken. A taunting whip. This weapon for Belsnickel improves his defences. I'll be the judge of that. So we've got 80, 80, 80 on everything bar HP. Ooh, I mean, that's quite... Ouch, stop that. Oh my. I don't think I will stop that. Did we like the Force Sword? Oh yeah, I think we do actually. 121. Yes. Repels blows through an unseen power. Hold on, is that a motherfucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? Oh! Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to help me out. Which one? You'll have to help me out in terms of... Is it or isn't it? I have no idea. Because I've never seen... Is this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? That's an anime, isn't it? But nonetheless, I've never seen it. That chicken thing. Oh, what? Chickening up and chickenizing? Possibly. I do not know. But certainly everything to do with Baba Yaga is all to do with chickens, so if it is a reference, fair dues. Ice Shark sneaks up on ice bathers. and there are a huge volume of those. Let's get rid of that fire weakness even. The manga originally. Oh, right. I mean, most animes tend to roll that idea, but certainly I've only seen reference to it as a anime, and I wasn't even 100% sure of that. Truth be told, I was entirely open to it suddenly being revealed that it was not a. It was neither one of those. Tentacles, hyper tentacles. The name of the next chicken thing. Ah, right. We'll have to have a look and see, because I can't guarantee it at the moment. Let's see. No, at the moment we still haven't got access to its view because it's in my non-insane. I need it to roll around, but we will have a look and see just as soon as I have a pee. No, I don't need to pee yet. I'm fine staying here. Wind for all, and for all a good wind. Right, let's get some insanity and darkness. Insanity and darkness in the house. Oh, I suppose Nice Strike, we might as well just use it as an attack. It's not going to do its bonus, but you know, sometimes you just got to accept the inevitable failure of your doings. Come on, Cthulhu, you can do this. Yes, you can. Dark damage. It feels like a waste to use it on the front guy, which actually turned out not too bad because he did manage to kill it, which is kind of what I wanted to see. It's a shame the ice couldn't kill that. One of them's weak to ice, one of them's weak to fire. That's why I swapped targets, because I would have preferred to have kept up the sort of same target type deal. Party heal, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Hyper wind activating. Go, insanification. And now earth damage. Now some ice damage on that newfound weakness. Smash him with the eggs, and then he dies to my poison. Right, abilities. Right. We can look through them like this, I believe. Oh, then again. Yes, so that move is just called Chicken Eyes, and so I don't know, is the honest truth. I do not know. It may very well be a reference. There are plentiful references in this game, so it's not like it would surprise me, let's put it that way. Oh, it's not. Okay, fair enough. You got a Christmas robe. Okay, good cheer ability. Well, I've got a feeling. Oh no, the Blizzard robe, not so much. So that's 90 and 30. Good cheer buff. God, I suppose I might as well. It's got a lot of health attached to it. Last worn by the Ghost of Christmas Present. I see. And who, pray tell, is the Ghost of Christmas Present? The Ghost of Christmas Present is just a box that appears in the corner. Quakebat, really good at FPS games. Let's see. Let's try and hit him. Ah, you misheard. That's fair enough. Did you state he was immune to my darkness? I think you might have. I think you might have informed me that you were immune to my dark powers. No, I don't think you were. Maybe you're immune to the damage of my dark powers? By the way, I think you've definitely succumbed to my dark powers. Just weirdly felt like it said immune, but also. Tentacles! That's what we'd like to see. That's what we always like to see. He's immune to a thing called love. Yeah, I know. You can't possibly do that. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You can't be immune to a thing called love. That's not fair to anyone. Massive wind powers go. All the... Let's just see. No, maybe I just misread it. It definitely seemed to do damage, and it definitely did... I'm pretty damn certain it did the whole darkness insanification stuff, so... Just try and defeat the guy in the middle. I don't have a specific reason for that, just, you know, do them in order now. Just trying to beat the enemies, beat them down onto their knees. Get on your knees and pray to Cthulhu, so that your soul may be eaten by something else. I'm fairly certain Cthulhu doesn't specifically eat souls, so you have to bow down and hope that something else eats your soul. Very rich, very fish. Lord Glubby. He is super duper fish. He's a super fish. Everybody enjoy the super fish. Super fish. Fish. Today's special is trout a la creme. Fish. Today's special is trout a la creme. Fish. Today's special is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. I will. Granted, he says enjoy your meal after every single time. That's part of the point. But fuck it. I forgot that bit. Never mind. Okay, physical damage and disarm. Disarm's not going to be important, he's dead. That's what we like to see. Let's just try and, again, probably just try and kill them in order, I suppose. Although, I could do with, maybe I should save that. I should watch more Red Dwarf. Yes, yes you should. So should I, but I already watched quite a lot of it. I should watch them again, I suppose is the key thing. Just right from the very beginning, just whoosh all the way through every single series. Because I can't deny I've liked every single series, even the new ones on Dave that I don't think, you know, they've still just about captured the old spirit, I think. Especially their latest one was quite entertaining. I quite enjoyed that. Slightly disappointing that they've firmly sort of gone, yeah, we're using the old CG now permanently. I would have liked to have seen them go back a little bit to the old school style. Yes, the movie-esque thing. I can't quite recall what the thing's name was, but nonetheless, I quite enjoyed it. Oh, it was actually The Promised Land, because it was based on the cat, I think. Because they had several other cats in it, which I don't know. I suppose technically he's supposed to be the last of his kind, but then again, they never really fully, you know, they had the cats drift off into space. They never specified that every single one of them died, I don't think. Because there was always originally 2 arcs, I believe was the point. One of them definitely did crash, and one of them not so much. Because he was left behind by the fella. Scyther! Very dangerous, approach with caution. Yeah, it's not half, I mean, it's a fucking Scyther. Yes, there was a religious war, and they abandoned the dwarf and left behind the cripple and idiot. The cripple, of course, not being cat. And then what they did, I believe, was one of them, I'm fairly confident in the texts, one of them was one of the ships crashed into the moon, or crashed into something, not necessarily the moon, but nonetheless crashed into something, and then the other ship, as I say, the other ship I don't think ever really kind of, they never established precisely what happened with it, so the fact that they sort of brought it in as this new episode isn't too bad. But then again, I mean, in fairness, good or bad, I suppose, I don't know, it's your own opinion, but good or bad, they never really, let's be honest, they didn't have a huge array of continuity, even in the original and best series. They never truly, you know, they did tend to stomp all over their own sort of their own theories and ideas. They, you know, for the sake of an amusing episode, they were perfectly happy to forget certain elements, I'm fairly certain. Nice. Defeated the Scyther. Oh, very fancy. I suppose this is the outside of the tree. Oh, battling giant. It's not no, it's not. As I say, that's why it's sort of, it's not, I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much that they've stomped all over their own continuity, but I imagine some people would be sort of like, why would they bother if they're not going to do it properly in continuity? But as I say, it's never bothered me that much, because as you know, as established, it is a comedy program, so it's kind of basically, is it funny? Yes. Does it stomp on the continuity? A little bit. Let it slide. Let it go. Let it go. At some point, Crystal will have to sing that, and then we'll ignore her, and we'll keep it anyway, because I refuse to let it go. The power of Cthulhu. Let it go. Let it go. No, I will never let it go. I'm Cthulhu. I wish to destroy the world. Oh, good Lord, we're taking a beating again. Don't like it. Please stop providing me a beating. Party region's probably the best bet. Although it risks a little bit for Crystal, because Crystal maybe will die. Oh God, that's a lot of attacks. A lot of attacks that I don't really want to have. That's even more attacks that I didn't really want. Oh God, this is a lot of health bars to get through. Oh God, this game is bordering on being a bit of a slog now, because I'm A, getting the shit kicked out of me, and B, not able to kick the shit out of them overly effectively. And those two combined is starting to be a little bit sort of like, oh, please, just please. I think it's mostly because the end is so devilishly in sight, and the fact that I'm not quite gonna get to the end, which is a nuisance, because I think no matter what, it's gonna be a case of I'm gonna have to put it away soon, and I really kind of hoped on completing it. I really thought it was well within capacity to actually do it, which is annoying, to say the least. But we'll have to wait and see what we can accomplish, which may not be a lot. Okay, Belsnickel's at risk here, which is a problem to say the least. Okay, Belsnickel, how are you doing? Quite badly. How are your doings? Quite bad. Oh my good, nice amount of chunky damage on that thing. Oops, that was the wrong target. Well, hopefully the taunt will work in my favour, otherwise we may be screwed. Really needed that to be a death blow. I know I'm not 100% taking advantage of every single weakness I can find, but nonetheless, you do hope sometimes they'd just let you have the kill on some of these shots. But never mind. If user's HP is low, well, it very much is on this occasion. Won't be for long, because we'll heal you up. Danger zone. We don't want my people in the danger zone. Let's get you recharged and do stuff. Ice damage. Cool. All has been defeated. No new abilities, no new abilities, no new abilities. 50% charm for the old silver fox. He might be able to charm the pants off of you. That's what he do. It's the best rhyme to get my point across. Lord Grubby once again. Get you insane. Get you insane in the membrane. Get you insane in the membrane. Get you insane in the membrane, yeah. I will just point out, this battle theme is really quite good. I realise that's probably obvious considering I keep... We'll add a train into the equation of that sentence, but nonetheless. HP low, I mean it's not that low, is it? But still. Fizz Damn's vulnerable. I don't think that was as powerful as I was hoping for. But the music in this has been really good. I'm quite glad now, because I was sort of in two minds as to whether to bother to get the soundtrack version or not, because you very easily just go, I'll just buy the base game, that's fine. But I did go for the sort of extra, I don't know, it was only a couple of quid I think, but I went for the extra bonus of getting the audio track, the soundtrack, and I must admit, I think I'm going to be quite pleased with that, because I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the soundtrack, I really do quite enjoy it, really do. Especially I did, as I say, I did rather enjoy that Carol of the Bells variation because it had just that little extra bit of rocky metally stuff. Enrage for the chicken. Chicken enrage. Major chicken stun, followed by tentacle spam. That's what we like to see. Yes, it is. Oh, twat him in the fucking face. Unfortunately, twatting him in the face did not work as well as I was hoping. Gonna have to have a follow-up twattage. Oh, if I'd known, yeah. I suppose in fairness, I should have known, because it's right there in your fucking face. The meter on the right-hand side shows you the turn order. But if I'd realised, I suppose, if I'd looked and realised that Baba Yaga was upcoming, I would have perhaps saved that enemy and not tried to kill it. Unfortunately, I did not do that. I made the mistake of wasting a move, which is slight annoyance. God damn it! Physical damage. Physical damage. Not exactly the target I was intending, but never mind. I'm still not actually maxed out, which is a bloody nuisance. Unfortunately, if I taunt and heal, he's probably going to end up not being at max damage again. So I suppose we'll try regenning him. That means any damage he loses, he will get back. Any damage he takes, he'll get back through the regen with a bit of luck. And therefore, when I get to doings, with a bit of luck, he can, yes, if the user is max health. Good. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, them having no moves that I can really use, that was not what I was hoping for. What I was hoping for there was to kill things. Obviously. That's what I always hope for. Always hoping for death. Death of my enemies. Wind. Maximum wind. Oh dear. My favourite crystal is dying on her ass. That's bad. Unfortunately now she's been taunted because, well, I suppose technically I chose to taunt her, but I chose the candy instead of using her own ability, which may or may not have been a good idea. It's working out because we win, so that's, that's always a bonus. Hopefully that's the right way that I'm now going. I think so, because this is back indoors and we'd already taken a path outside of the thing. What I might do is, I might do this battle and then I might put it away so that I've at least got a semi-decent chunk of game to do Wednesday, because I suspect it's going to be this next boss and then probably shock, horror, gasp, twist, plot, final secret boss, and at that point we can finish that off. But yeah, it's unfortunate in a way that, I mean, to a certain extent it's quite pleasing. Oh, he does have full health, that's good, or at least I'm fairly certain that's full health for him. If it's not, bugger. So I suppose we'll try and disarm and break and vulnerable and everything else. Unless what is you thinking? Fizz damage on a vulnerable? Yeah, go on, fizzy damage. I think a little bit of fizzy damage wouldn't go amiss here. Yes, that might do not as much as I was hoping for, as is often the way, which is a bit of a bugger. A bit of a bugger indeed. Go insane. He kind of did go insane, but it didn't do enough damage to actually kill the bastard. Kill the bastard. That's the goal, the ultimate goal. Kill the bastard. Kill the bastard. What do you do to the bastard? You gotta kill that bastard. Kill it good. Kill the bastard. I said kill the bastard. Would you like to go up north and kill the bastard? Party heal, probably worthwhile. Just a quick tinkle. A quick tinkle on the party will get them looking really quite yellow. but also it will heal them up real nice. Heal them good. Gain a hyper bar. Celebrations. Celebrate good times. Come on, party regen gone, because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a waste to use it on anything else, I fear. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. What? Heavy physical damage, yes please. That's the one we want. You're going to have to refresh because you literally have no moves. You're going to have to refresh because you've barely got any moves. You, air damage, might as well. It's not exactly the weakness, but, you know, might as well use it. Fucking twat him with the Berserkin blasters. The Berserkin blaster is here. Yes, it is. Oh, I haven't actually used my insanifications, which is a slight problem, of course. Doot doot, and now let's start using insanification. That means he's now got a weakness to ice, which means I should use my ice move, because I almost didn't. I didn't see the ice move as the key problem. He's already poisoned, so just mortar combat, I think. Insane in the membrane. Physically bash his skull in. Now. That was a waste of a cure. I didn't even pay attention to who I was curing. I just sort of did it. That was not a good show. Hey, dead. Dead to the poison. Right, so let's... I don't know precisely where I want to stop. I suppose arguably that's indicative that you don't want to stop, isn't it? I don't know. No, I do. I just need an area that's not going to be like... I forget which direction I'm going, which would be an issue, because that would waste a lot of time. Now, I suppose, yeah, go on, we'll just try and... Oh, that was a shocking amount of damage. All wind damage all the time? No, that's not an incredibly good amount of damage either. Tentacles! Massive hyper tentacles! That's what we like to see. Physical damage, go on, have a pop at it. Yeah, it's not terrible, but not great either. Everything takes such a beat down. I don't like it. That was I was going to say, that was completely waste of time with that. Damage last time. Fire. Someone was weak to fire, yes. Utilise that, and now we're back to Cthulhu. We can start twisting and turning and making everything insane. He sort of ends up looking like he's a little bit too much like he's got a penis on his face, which is not great news. The bat, that is, specifically the bat. A bit of a long shaft on the face. Long shaft stuck in his face. Literally a dickhead. Oh yes, literally a dickhead. I turn you into a fucking dickhead. You don't know. Maybe he's into that. He might be. I mean, he's now insane, so he may very well enjoy being a dickhead. He may prefer it. Having a dick slapped against his cheeks constantly. Every day. It's lowish. I mean, I think that was definitely got the bonus. I think we need to refresh your ability so we can get some more stuff going on. Poison the grubby fish. Get his grubby little mitts on my cash. No chance. I will never allow that to happen. You need a refresh as well. Ice damage is now the weakness. Marvellous. We can work with that. Nya nya. Enraged and chicken off. Just severely opped my chicken, which is much like opping the ante, but with more chickens. Ice, ice, baby. Kill 'em all. Kill 'em all with your ice powers and your chicken strength. Do you want to see my chicken strength? I have a mighty chicken. Grab that treasure chest, marvellous. A Christmas coat! This armour for Bellasnick allows him to reuse the Jolly Laugh ability. Not terrible, but depends on what the rainbow coat does. Not a lot. So, Christmas coat does a little bit more there and has the bonus Jolly Laugh, so certainly well worth equipping. No, I think at this point, unfortunately, what we have to do is put it away, really, because I'll do a new save there so that we've got do. But yes, that unfortunately, as I say, there's a sort of two sides, because obviously one side is I've now done 2 sessions and I still haven't managed to complete the game, and that's unfortunate and inconvenient. But then there's also the other side of the argument, which is this game's lasted quite a nice length of time after all, and that's good. I quite like that. That's a lot of effort they've put into this game, and I find that quite sort of nice to behold, that they've put a lot of effort in and made it a really good game. But also, yeah, it now requires Wednesday's session as well. So I don't think there's going to be anybody new, any new actual real people. Oh, James, you're here. Potentially, at least. Certainly your username appears to have turned up. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of this, but anybody else? Joint effort? Sad girl? Oh, sad girl. Silly gnome? If you're real people. No, from what I know, it's about 4 to 5 hours. And we're already at about 5 hours, so there's definitely not much left to the game. It's just unfortunate that I really can't, unless it finished in 5 minutes, which I suppose it might do, and then we'll find out on Wednesday. But anyway, so I suppose just in case there's anybody new, we'll do... Whoops, that's not the buttons I wanted. There's a Mr. Malice. He streams on Mondays. Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. There's a Mr. Nicorino, Nicky Nacky Naruno. That's why he doesn't turn up, because he wouldn't appreciate me pissing around with his name as much as I do. But nonetheless, he does Fridays. That's about it. I mean, I suppose I do. I can never remember. Oh no, it was there. Oh no, that was mine. Oh, there you go. All of my details are there as well. So many links and details all over the fucking place. Feel free to check any of those out if you are real people in the chat in some form. Obviously, the known real people, the known real people already know all of this, preaching to the choir very much. But yeah, Wednesday we'll be back, same time, 4:30. Give or take, I suppose, technically, I should say. But nonetheless, the plan is for it to be 4:30, and we'll try and finish Cthulhu, and then probably go back to the usual Warframe for Wednesday. Probably do some more Necromech stuff to try and grind on that a little bit more and see if there's any more Christmassy bits. But I think my Jingle Fists and Icy Mirage is probably about as Christmassy as I can get it. Because I don't think there was a specific... there was a few extra bonus Christmas bits, but nothing majorly Christmas in Warframe this year, it didn't seem. And then, of course, Thursday. I don't know. Yeah. There you go. That's Thursday. I don't know. I don't know specifically what's going to happen Thursday. Obviously, Thursday night, I'm going to be doing something at 8 o'clock, possibly earlier. I don't know. But that's obviously New Year. So, you're not a Rel person, no. But I don't like Rel either, to be honest. He's a bit of a prick. But don't tell Rel I said that. He's an. But yeah, I'm not really into Rel. Anyway, so yeah, obviously 31st being the Thursday is New Year, and we'll be celebrating in some fashion. But other than that, I don't know specifically what's happening. I don't know if at some point Mr. Caliber is actually going to sort of suggest something, or whether he's going to do his own thing. I have no idea. At some point we'll figure it out, but until then, there was some talk of doing Among Us, but that doesn't necessarily immediately leap out as one that Malice would want to do, because it's popular and looks moderately fun. I Okay, the second part of that is a little bit unfair. A little bit unfair. I'm sure he'll wait until the last possible moment. Yes, I mean, undoubtedly. I know that for a fact, because I just... Oh. I know it's a bit unfair saying this all behind his back, but I'd say it to his face as well, so it's not a huge problem. He is slightly annoyingly unorganised a lot of the time. And he leaves it till the last second and then goes, yeah, we can do this. And then wonders why it doesn't fucking work. It's because you left it until the last minute. That's why it doesn't work. If you'd planned ahead and installed it and checked it and run the tests that you should run before doing these things, I suppose arguably, I think he's too far on the fuck it, we'll figure it out spectrum, and I'm too far on the everything has to be planned to the minutest of details. We are two opposing ends of that spectrum, whereas it would be better if the pair of us were somewhere in the middle. I'd be more open to random things happening, and he'd be more organised. Certainly has never wasted an hour of a stream trying to fix his capture card. See, that's if you'd taken that time during the day, you'd have connected it. Why this is why a lot of the time I end up doing test stream with a little title that says testing and a little description that often says it's probably not worth bothering to turn up, but fuck it, if you do, I'll say hello. You test these things. You see if they work. It's not rocket science. It's stream science, which is far more complicated, frankly. But anyway, as I say, pair of us need to sort of perhaps be a little more open to the opposition's thoughts, but still, as I say, I think I'm too far on the sort of everything has to be exactly to plan and exactly thought out and tested, whereas he's on the vastly other side of the spectrum, which is just, it'll work, won't it? I'll just try whatever. So, as I say, I have no idea what's going to happen Thursday. If there is a plan, I will possibly try and let people know. But, I mean, I'm assuming we might do something together, but then again, I can't guarantee it. Well, that's it. It would be good. It would probably be beneficial if we did try and sort of average it out into normality, I suppose. But, I mean, certainly on previous years, it's been Don't Starve, but I don't know whether he'd want to perhaps try and get other people involved, in which case there might be more stuff like Among Us. And certainly I know of that Phasmophobia. I don't think he'd want to do that one, because that's absolutely sort of popular stream people game. But I can't deny it, I've seen it, and it's actually slightly better than I thought it was. Because I mostly dismissed it as a sort of horror-y, scream-streamy fodder of nonsense. But there's actually a bit more intrigue behind it. The whole sort of, you're playing as a paranormal investigation team and you actually have to sort of use the tools and do things. I thought it was just like a sort of wander around, jump scare, done, dusted, boom. But, with the whole sort of actually sort of investigating these things and trying to find the details and find these bits and pieces, it's quite good. And as I say, Among Us, I'd be surprised if he wants to do that. I mean, it's a cheap as chips game, so it's not exactly going to cost anything. It's cost much to run, but it still feels a little bit like something he wouldn't necessarily want to be doing. Which kind of ends up defaulting back to the notion of maybe doing Don't Starve together, which I suppose arguably could be open to everybody if they wanted. But it is kind of the same as usual, whereas something a little bit different might not go amiss. Anyway, we shall see. We shall very much see what happens on then. But I will be back Wednesday for more Cthulhu. So if you are excited and obsessed with what the end of Cthulhu is going to be, join me then on Wednesday afternoon and you'll find out. That is all. I suppose technically it is Sunday afternoon, so we can play the Sunday afternoon at home end video. And then, then we're going to raid James Games. So I'll do my end phase and then we'll go over to James Games. I don't know how well it's going to be working for him, but, he's playing Star Wars Squadrons, so you can go and enjoy that. Anyway, end phase and then into a raid. Cheerio.
Well, it's the last day I ever spend like it, I'll tell you.
We gotta get organised.
Definitely, we can't go on like this, frittering away our lives like we've done today. We've got to do something constructive. Time is valuable.
I agree.
So do I.
We only live once.
Of course we do.
There's a million things we could do.
Certainly there are. But things like
Yes,
this.
like
Well, sure, we could.
I'll see you next Sunday then.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Cheerio. Good health.
Buy one of those. Okay.
Repairs for you.
Hey, we turned it around. Ooh, easy. Oh, hey. You joined my stream. I don't know if I had an alert for that. I'm still setting some things up. Right, we're resourcing the Star Destroyer, so I want that.
I'm back in the battle, Vanguard.
Flagship systems, and we want the shield generator. Okay. No, that's fine. Go eat. Oh. Yep, that guy spotted me again. Oh, that's not good.
Fire on that target.
Ooh, he doesn't like me. Wow, he really doesn't like me. Really? Get off my back.